Hello. Hi, it's been a while. Hey, everybody. What's going on? How is it going? Hey, Heather. Welcome in. Welcome in. Uh, mm-hmm. Welcome. Please remember to fasten your seatbelts. Wait a minute. You're probably sitting at home on your couch and there is no seatbelt. Well, grip that chair, get a cold drink, eat some Cheez-Its, popcorn, whatever you like. I don't know, vegan food, whatever it is. And let's see how this goes tonight. Okay? Okay. It's good to see people coming in. We'll see you in a minute, I'm sure, once I make it so I can see the chart. That's this button, I think. Yeah. That was right. Woosah. Woosah. Tonight should just be like a let's talk about it night, but we're probably gonna just talk about it. But we'll get to that. And we'll get to the readings too. Let's talk about it. I hope everybody's doing well. I know that there's been some coronavirus breakout or something like that. Gotta watch out for that shit. Hey, Melissa, glittery goddess. Hello. Nikki, welcome. Hi, Jill. Good to see you. What's coming up? What is coming up for all signs? We will look in a minute. I'm going to enjoy a little bit of Red Bull. It's been a while. I've been off the grid. Off the grid. Sometimes it's good to get off the grid. And sometimes retrograde can just throw a lot of dumb shit at you. I'm used to that. So if anybody could ever be used to the wrong judgment or wrong judgments to come towards them, it's this guy. It's this fucking guy. Oh, yeah. It's definitely the Leo. Okay, here we go. You can't let those things get to you. You just got to see through things for what they are and move on. I'm not very naive, but I've noticed there are people that tend to either be naive or most people get too close to a situation and then they fuck it all up or they can't read through it. That's typically not what happens with me. I get too close to a situation where I read through it so well, it's more of an annoyance to me after the fact, the aftermath. That is definitely a blessing and a curse all in one. But aside from that, welcome in Karen, welcome in Joy. We're going to put a sign on the board in a second. Let's see where we go from here. Ooh, my nose is itchy. I was fine 2 minutes ago. Itchy. I was just thinking about you. Yeah, a couple people be thinking about the Leo. Well, thank you. I've been thinking about trying to be out here for you guys, but I just haven't had the chance to come out and communicate. Page of Wands. I've been very, very busy. And it's funny because it shows the mother. I've been the busy father. And I'm at a point in my life where I am sick of multiple things, like just people being naive, people lacking common sense, people lacking the correct emotional support for situations. I'm just so over that whole fucking situation. Here we go. People only being able to see in front of their 2 fucking feet, like stuff like that. I'm over it. All right, let's get ready to start. I gotta decide. Maybe I should let you guys decide who we start with tonight. Maybe I should let You guys decide. Fire, air, earth, or water? What do you guys want to start with? Fire, air, earth, or water? You let me know. Ooh, that was fast. Air came up faster than I could breathe. Jesus. Air it is. And it's funny, I was thinking of starting with Libra, and air was the first one, but it's because of the shiny gold Libra card. Oh, you shiny bitch. All right, here we go. We'll start with air signs. Okay, let me get air on the board. Gemini is going to be first. Gemini, you are first. We'll go in order. Hello, Sarah. Hello, JS. Hello, sweetness. Here we go. It's coming up for the zodiac sign of Gemini. You know I'm going to have to drink a shitload of Red Bull for you, Gemini. There's no joke in there. You're trying to stay balanced. I feel like you're working at balance, and have been for months on end, and it just feeling like, why do I get this energy about Gemini when I talk to you right now? That you've been working on balance or trying to stay able to handle multiple things throughout the day, the weeks, even the months, and it's just like you almost feel. Yeah, I get this, like, you feel like it's not enough energy. But then on your energy, what I'm picking up is, I think the not enough that I'm feeling has a lot to do with you having time for yourself. Maybe getting out there and indulging in something for yourself. Could be too busy putting in too much work in too many areas, and it makes you feel left out in the cold, Gemini. I do also feel like you have a lot of passion or feelings from the past that you're trying not to let riddle inside of you. Like, it's almost like, I can't let this riddle me, bother me. I can't be upset. I do not want to become distracted. I do feel kind of pulled down or overworked, though, in the area of life. Okay? Oh, so enough for you. Let's see. Some of you it's with kids. Others of you it's with letting go of the past and not letting the past really have any control. I feel like not letting the past have any control over how you feel. Clarify this for Gemini. Clarify it for Gemini, please. You needed to make this decision, I feel, something about long ago, or I should have made this decision long ago, and you were aware of it, Gemini. You were aware of this. Like, I needed to do this a long time ago. Should I get rid of a light? I think I'm going to get rid of a light. It may not look right, but we'll try. There goes a light. Just like that. I get a long hold back energy. Like you sat with something for maybe several years too long. Maybe you dealt with it several times too many, with the 7 of Wands in reverse. The 10 of Wands is me feeling like you're crawling out of that mess, or you've made sure that you're going to stay away from that mess. You might have, I get this weird energy. You may have dealt with another sign that was too controlling, or always wanting to basically throw the last punch, whatever the fuck that is. Like, kind of, I get this weird thing where it was like, you had to listen to them or else. They were going to tell you how to direct it. They were the writer, they were the director, or that's what they tried to make sense of in a situation. And I do also get the energy it wasn't right for you. It wasn't right for you at all. The Wheel's reversed and the Lovers is reversed. It might have made you kind of both of you grow apart, or really recognize that this isn't, there's no love here anymore. Something about this may have come to the, you both may have had to come to the crossroads. For me to drop that on top of this, I feel like you came to the crossroads that there is no excitement here. And this person tries to, I feel a controlling narrative. Some of you, it could be with children, by the way. Could have had to do with children. One of you may have wanted children, the other may have not. Something like that for those who don't have kids. The Hermit reversed. The King of Swords. Definitely could have been an air sign. Could have been another Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. If it's not, it's a fire sign. So let me get it right. You're either trying to move into the passionate things and or be more creative, more spunky in life and go in that direction. I feel like you're trying to look away from the left. The Hermit reversed to the King of Swords to the Ace of Swords. I feel like you have truth and clarity of what didn't suit you or what wasn't treating you right. And this does feel like a love connection that you were invested in, because I can't get the lovers away from the feeling of children, or there could have been a lot of deception and lies. They're fake. There was fake shit around the home. You guys might have had the pretty white fence or the picket fence, or had that painted in your mind. So you either had it painted in your minds, or you had it. And if you had it, I feel like it was not really. It was basically kind of like what they do on social media, where somebody will throw a post out, and that post will talk about how great their life is, but their life truly, they're not happy with their life. Kind of something like that. That's what it looks like for Gemini. So things looked good from the outside, but from the inside out, they were either stagnant or just shitty, is what it's showing me. It's exactly what it's showing me. Here we go. Let's give you a little bit more. We're gonna swap up the decks. My Geminis. All right. Okay. I don't know if this will be too much, but we're gonna try it and see what happens. There, we'll use that light. Maybe that's a little better. I've got lights everywhere, by the way. There we go. How's it going? Welcome in, guys, ladies and gentlemen. Show me something for Gemini. What's coming up for Gemini? What is coming up for the Geminis? Something good. Yep, Red Bull before we even start. I'm gonna drink all my Red Bull on your reading, Gemini. Damn. I have to. Still probably not enough. Not even close. What's coming up for the zodiac sign of Gemini? Give me something for Gemini, please. You're gonna stay focused at work, big time. Or just doing things that work out for you on your own. I don't really feel like Gemini wants to get stuck in a situation or really work. I don't think a love interest could plead their way back in the door. The Magician's reverse. I feel like there was a love interest that you guys either grew away from, or you felt the person was too toxic or didn't handle toxic traits. There is this energy I get where you both could be doing the same, pulling that same frequency, but not sharing it with each other. Feeling that way towards that person, they feel that way towards you, but no one's saying shit. It definitely could be a water, air sign, or fire sign. And there's your fire. Queen of Wands reversed. Being stubborn. Were you guys stubborn about the situation? It was very draining. I feel like it was very draining and taxing. And I think you've learned your lessons. Two of Pentacles. Go to the bottom. Balance. Page of Cups. Death. The Star reversed. You're moving on in love. You're moving on. So there's a love relationship that has ended, or that I get like it's spoiled. I get you were in a relationship that's spoiled. It was good when the sex was there. Or the past time. And I mean the past time. Like, this is a while ago. And I feel like it's not there anymore. And I don't feel like it's it's something you have a fair fight to get back together. Um, and I think too, it's been too long to fix. Basically, if the stitches needed to come out, the stitches are out kind of energy. I don't feel like either one of you trust each other. That's the seven of swords reversed. I don't feel like you trust each other. But the dude's got a loaded gun pointed at a woman. Well, one's pointing to the right, one's pointing towards the woman's head, missing just by a little bit. And she's got a couple swords in her hands. So I feel as if it was time to move on. The Emperor, I feel like you're moving on. You're bossing up. Like you're bossing up. You're going your own way. Are you tired of feeling stuck in situations? Are you tired of the thinking or the thoughts or the patterns? Because it definitely feels like this pattern just kept going and going and going, like that damn Energizer bunny. There were secrets. There was either secret conversations that you had with somebody else and the other person doesn't like that, or vice versa. And I feel like that's why it became feeling somebody could have felt like they were left behind, they were buried, they were put in the dirt, they were ghosted. And that was the decision that needed to be made. While the other just felt like they needed to move on, like they couldn't carry the life support of a situation anymore. The Five of Swords, the chaos was too much. It was just, this was too much. Here we go. So that's why the Six of Wands is reversed. Something, so it's almost like you both wanted to, it's like going grocery shopping. It's almost like if I went grocery shopping with a significant other and I want to eat all these groceries that I put in my grocery basket, but I look at their grocery basket and it's the complete opposite. It's kind of, that's kind of how it feels like it derailed. Like you both want what you want, and neither one of you are willing to sacrifice communication because there's no fucking communication here to figure it out. The world, it was more about moving on. Seven of Wands. Somebody was weary, or somebody could still feel scared of moving on, though, whether it's you or them. Somebody's definitely afraid of it. Seven of Wands, Eight of Cups, and the Nine of Wands. Somebody was fearing to let go. The Hierophant. I think they're starting to learn that that's the only way they're going to get to one important thing. And I love the two cards that are here, to their happiness and to the change that's meant to come their way, whether that's you or them. For a lot of you, for it to be upright, it is the Gemini that I'm reading. King of Swords, Four of Wands, Ace of Cups. A lot of you also may start building up a brand new connection, or it may just become available. That's very, very, that could definitely happen. So somebody, there's Geminis out here where you'll either go out more at night or you'll have more opportunities as time goes on, is what it's showing me with the tarot. Show me anything else for Gemini, please. Anything else? Clarify those two. You're still cutting though. So if you were in a relation, it may take time before what I just said happens. So if you were in a relationship, before you hop into, some of you may go out and have fun, but if you were to hop towards the next relationship, or you're still dealing with what went on, it is what the tarot says. 10 of Swords to the 10, excuse me, 10 of Swords to the Knight of Wands to the 3 of Swords to the Ace of Swords reversed, trying to cut it out, trying to be patient with it. Clarify the Four of Pentacles. Trying to be able to stay afloat or handle business correctly. King of Pentacles. Some of you, it may feel like you just don't have time to commit to the next relationship. You may feel like, so it goes back to direction. 9 of Swords with 3 of Pentacles. So the only time you ever feel like that, so if there's a Gemini that watches this, the only time you ever feel with that Nine of Swords and Three of Pentacles energy. If you get this energy where you feel like, I don't feel like I can go towards that right now, or I don't have the leeway, or I can't make it work, those are you creating your own fear-based thoughts that I feel are irrelevant to what can actually happen. I feel like you need to be told that for whatever reason. Clarify anything else, and I'm done for them. Ace of Wands. Ooh. You're definitely looking for a good time, though. A lot of you, it says Ace of Wands, King of Cups, the Devil reversed, and the Queen of Swords. So a lot of you could end up wanting to have fun or meeting somebody and not wanting to have a lot of strings attached to it. Others of you, what that tells me is you're looking to have fun, but you don't want any negative or not so much strings attached. You don't want any of the darkness that could come out of a situation to evolve in a relationship. Hold on a second. I was going to be done. Others too. So for the Gemini out there that may have options soon, you may have to come across with your heart and with your mind, and it may be unsettling on, am I picking the right one? Emotionally, I feel like you're going to have to really decide if, I feel like you're going to have to really look at what makes you happy. A lot of you, as far as career goes, it doesn't look bad. Every time career comes up, it's in the positive position for Gemini. Page of Wands. So you may get accolades or promoted, or people may say nice things about you with your career as for a while. The Five of Cups. Empress reversed. I feel like you feel as if I feel like in a career setting, you may feel like you're gonna just be cruising right along and be very unsure of if you want to stick around or if it suits, if it makes you happy. Because you're very back and forth with after the career. Eight of Pentacles is reversed. It's almost like, do I climb the ladder? Do I let go? Energy. Eight of Wands. And I feel like that's communication you hold with inside of yourself more than you do anything with it. The Ten of Wands. The Two of Wands. The Fool card. The rest of this message is telling me that you're trying to figure out how to establish a stronger connection with a love relationship, but also stay very dedicated to finance and building finances, but also not clouding your mind or letting finances overcome every other aspect of life. I feel like that's the important message. So I feel like you're going to be wanting to take risks. Two of Wands to the Fool card, opening doors to new love situations or accepting them in. But you may also feel like Six of Pentacles, the Hermit. How do I achieve this? This comes off to me as, how do I achieve this? The Strength card to the Knight of Pentacles reversed. So you have your mind made up, but I feel like you're putting one foot forward more than the other. So a lot of you may have opportunity in love, but you have to remind yourself not to let worry or anxiety get to you when it comes to a matter of handling love and financial matters at the same time. Financial or family. You've got the two F's and then the L. So I feel like you're learning to figure out how to do it all at once. Being very comfortable doing it all without it feeling like this, like you're screaming inside, or like you're giving your last quarter blood to do so. Okay, that's what I see for Gemini. Take your time and just look at situations from afar, and then try to get close to them. It may teach you something, Gemini. All right, we'll go to the next side. Here we go. We're gonna do, we'll go in order. Why not? Libra. Libra in a minute. Libra. Okay. Where'd I put the other tarot deck? Yeah, what was the one I was using? Did I start with that one? Nope, it was this one. I have so many tarot. I'll give you a tarot deck flash. I'll give you. You're all probably like, how does he not know what he did with his tarot deck? All right, we'll give you a tarot deck flash. The one we started with. Another one that's sitting around me. And I mean, there's more. I'm not going to show you every one. I'm going to show you some, a good amount, but I'm not going to grab everyone. All right. Okay, let's put that over there. That's an opening card. The Morgan Greer's right here. Okay, it's like I'm like in like a fort of tarot right now because I'm lazy and I haven't put them away. We're not done. Oh no, we're not done. Not even close. And I'm not grabbing all of them, like I said. I'll grab one more and I see about 3 more, maybe 4. Actually, now 4. 5. Ah, stop looking. Okay, there you go. Oh, that was exhausting. Libra, welcome in. What's coming in for Libra? 6. Here we go. Okay, one of them. All right, it's 5. It's still 5. Because one of them is an angel deck. So that's not fair. I can't use that one. Oh, 6. Never mind. Shit. Shouldn't look that way. Go. All right. What's coming in for the zodiac sign of Libra? Libra. Libra, you could be sick of fighting on your own, or fending on your own, or knowing you have no choice but to fend on your own. So let me get this straight. The message I'm seeing is there's Libras out there that you may feel like you don't want to come to defeat, or it's already happened. You've already come to a place that felt. It's almost like if you were looking for a decision to hit home or a victory to happen. I don't see it changing out the outcome that you're looking for. There's something here where I find that funny too, because a lot of the times when Libra, let me just say it, the Emperor. It's funny, and I literally split it, opened it, and it was the same card. So it's here for a reason. So the message I see for Libra is it's almost like I feel like Libra wants to be in front of a situation. Libra wants to stay in front of a situation, or wants to see a situation that hasn't been fucking moving. Move. Well, guess what? Is it because you're tired, or it's very depleting? Emotionally, it's depleting. And I feel like you're tired of being stuck there. You're over it. This tells me that Libra, you're fucking over it, Libra. That's you. Your ass is over it. Emotionally, you hold back from how you feel about it. This is probably going to pertain to the Libra too, that stays at home a lot or doesn't get out much, or who's been doing things with their home. Somebody who's been changing the way their home looks, maybe getting festive for the season change, doing stuff like that, rearranging the way a room looks. Other Libras, it could just be the Libra that's trying to move out. Here we go. Thank you both for the super chat, Sharon and Alban. But where I'm going with this, the Page of Wands to the 5 of Swords to the Devil. To the Devil, ooh, the Devil, and to the Star. Are you trying to manifest something beautiful, but are you getting in your own way? Because it's kind of what it makes me feel like. I feel like you want to have communication happen. You're sick of fending for situations or having to do everything on your own. This is for the very single Libra, by the way. You may have children or a child, but at the same time, aside from that, you're very single. This is a very single person. And I feel like they feel singled out. I also feel like the Devil with the Star, you may get what you wish for, but not in the way you wished for it. I got a real dark energy in this reading for Libra, unfortunately. I feel like somebody's not learning. Somebody's wanting changes because they believe they're worthy of changes without doing the fucking work. Like, I don't like that. To me, that's more or less that you're gonna learn that you could have learned so much more if you sat back and done the homework, or if you tried a little bit harder to do the right thing versus always doing the wrong thing. Now, Libra, this could be the energy around you, but for the majority out there, I'm going to tell you, I don't feel like it's around you. I feel like there's an energy. So some of you, it could be energy around you. I will leave that on the table. But there's an energy I'm feeling on Libra where they're wanting to manifest. And it feels like their darkest hour for them to have the Star card and the Devil together upright. It feels like their darkest hour. So I just don't feel sincerity in what they want. I feel like they tell themselves what they want, but they want the short road. This is a very strange reading, and this is going to be very, very. This is going to be a reading for a Libra that, if I have to tell you that, you're already not identifying that you're doing that. So for you to probably listen to this reading, it's going to be that much fucking harder. All right, there you go. Here we go. Let's go. What do we got for Libra? Show me something else for Libra, please. What else is here for Libra? Anything else? Same tarot. Let's see what we get. Now it's saying you need to put in work. Okay. Why would it tell me this the page of coins to the seven of coins? First, the seven of coins to the page of coins. Why would it tell me that all of a sudden you've looked at the things in the past that worked out, but now you're starting over with building? Why would it tell me that? I just got done telling you need to put in the work, and then that's what comes out next. Because I feel like you're looking for the easy road. I really do. I feel like you're looking for the easy way out. This isn't going to be every Libra that I'm not going to vibrate with all the energy of Libras that watch me here, but I will get some of you. It's an unhappy fucking Libra. That's what this. The reading's almost over because I'm getting aggravated. All right. So, Nine of Wands to the Three of Coins. This is somebody that feels incomplete or feels. It's almost like a self-sabotaging energy, but they're not facing it. They're not looking at it for face value. They don't want to. This person, whoever this energy is, the sleepers, they don't want to. They would rather believe their own dysfunction is what I get out of this, because they've been doing it. They've been letting it carry on. So why would they fix anything? Don't fix it if it's not broken. Well, something's broken, but they're not willing to see that it's broken, or it could use some critiquing. That's what I'm seeing. The Empress reversed with the Temperance reversed in the Sun, and it's dampening their happiness. They're holding on to happiness. So it's like they're striving, or they believe in happiness. This person's a believer. I feel like this person believes in happiness, but they ain't getting the fucking happiness they want. A lot of the times people don't get what they want. They'll do or say the dumbest shit. Because why? Because why? Light bulb. Because they're unfucking happy. Okay? So just bear that in mind. Oh! Unfucking happy. And you just got told by the Leo sitting at the table. What did the Leo tell you already? Put the work in. 8 of Pentacles. That's how you're going to get balance, Libra. That's how you're going to get balance. Somebody may have also felt like they could reach out or put their hand out. I just get a quick grab energy. So somebody wanted to get their hand in the cookie jar. They didn't want to do any of the fucking hard work. It's a giving up energy. So now this could be the energy that they feel you went towards them if you went cold in a relationship. Now, if they went cold on you, you might have lived to see through this situation. Had no choice. Give me something else for Libra. Show me something for Libra. Okay, I don't feel like they're going the right way. Whether it's the Libra or the situation just hasn't been working out in favor. It hasn't. Before I show, I don't even know what to say. It has not been moving. Okay, so let's go over this. The Page of Swords. This is it wanting to see something significantly grow, change, happen. Why? You have 2 double X in reverse. Because you haven't seen it happen. This clarifies that. The 5 of Wands clarifies that it's been chaos, it's been shit. Okay? Unfortunately. Why? Because it hasn't been moving in the direction you want to see it move towards. Your mind believes it will, but at times your mind gets in the way as well, is what it's telling me. Some of you, the message I could have missed, now I'm starting to see it. You might have had to cut out a toxic relationship. So if this isn't you being toxic about the way you're carrying situations, you may have dealt with a toxic relationship where that toxic relationship locked you to a negative mindset that you're not opening the fucking door on. This is a very deep reading for Libra. This is what I see. This is what I feel. Here we go. How did they get here? How do you get to the Six of Wands? Let's ask that question. 2 shuffles. Libra, how do you get there? Can you show us with the tarot? Can you show us, please? To the Six of Wands. What do we got for you? Show me. Speak up. Put in the work. That's the answer. Speak up and put in the work. And just run with it. Run with the ball. So intuitively, with the Hermit reverse, you should have already known to do that. Knight of Wands, though, did come out next to the King. Next to the Six of Wands. Knight of Wands is reversed. Not playing around. So either you were in a situation that felt like you were being manipulated, or you were trying to manipulate a situation to your best outcome. That's how this plays out, and that's how this reads. I'm not going to change what it says. Can't lie to yourself about a situation. If you didn't move away from it, but that's all you want is to move away from a situation, you have to be practical. And who has to be practical? Libra, you. And that's how you get one thing, truth and clarity. There you go. We'll go to the other tarot for you. I felt very powerful manipulative energy there. Somebody's trying to manipulate for their own gain. And they'll do anything to do it. When I come across people who do that, and they don't realize I can psychoanalyze the way they are or the way they think, I get away from them because I know that's very unhealthy. I know that they're not committing to the correct judgments. And a lot of it could be because they're scorned in a relationship, or because they're letting the things that upset them get the best of them. I'm over this. As I just put it away, letting the things that upset them get the best of them. The only person that can strive or work through that is themselves. I could say it till I turn fucking blue in the face. It's not going to change a damn thing. The person that needs to face it is the person that needs to face it. Let's keep going. Okay, hopefully it's a little more cheery for you, because that one was kind of just damn. All right, here we go. Let's try something else for you, Libra. Let's see what we get. I get the message. I totally get the message. If you have the Four of Wands, you had the Knight of Swords reversed, I feel like Libra's been tired of waiting. Libra doesn't want to wait anymore. Some Libras have made the decision, I don't want to wait for problems with happiness and love, or I don't want to have to commit towards So there's a Libra out there that's afraid to. I'm not going to say you fear moving towards love. You just may not trust it right now. Is what I'm going to say. And it lingers outside of love. Even though the cards show me love, what I get on a psychic sense is it's way past that. So you could be scorned by a love situation or had felt that way. What we don't focus on is a lot of the times things happen. We don't pay attention to the things that we're too close to. I've already said this once, and I feel like Libra's doing that. You got to pay attention to those things that are feeling like that Ten of Swords energy. If you don't, you're just going to spin the wheels, and I don't see it working out in your favor. That's the Six of Wands reversed. I just see it circling. Basically, almost like it's running around the sun. expecting a different outcome, not getting burned every time, but you keep getting burned, or you feel that way. Well, why do you feel that way? Why do things happen the way they happen and then upset you? Because you're not letting things shift or change. You're not changing the situation. You're just letting it happen. Now, there's a healthy way to do that, and there's an unhealthy way to do that. I feel like Libra's holding back when they know that there's an unhealthy way they need to face. That's what I got. Let's keep going for you, though. We're not done. We're not done for you. I have not dug your grave deep enough yet. Here we go. It's funny, I say that, and it's like, really, I'm digging my own grave. Here we go. What do we got? Libra, please. What's coming in? What is coming in for Libra? Ooh. One more. I have to. I'm over that. You're getting that one. Clarify that one. And why you showed it so many times. Clarify that for Libra, please. I love it. I love it. So now it's telling me. So it just told me the problem. Now it's telling me you need to face the problem. The Knight of Cups, or that you, not really that you need to, but I feel like it's telling me that you will. The Knight of Cups to the Chariot to the Tower. If you felt stuck in a rut, or you felt like things were against you, I feel like the only thing that was holding you back was you doing things on your own. I do see that you stressed about a situation. Somebody out there may have stressed about a relationship coming back that gave them a lot of anxiety, or they knew the person was not very nice, a not very nice person. You may have felt that way. Like, I can't let that energy come back towards me. They were mean. They were evil. Something about with that Chariot and the clown face, like they were just running away with too much. And I feel like you're seeing that for what it is now. Why is this in reverse? Clarify it. You're right. So I do get this energy where if you were worried about a situation or a specific person, whether they were belligerent with their words with you, or whether they made you feel physically unsafe, because I do get like a physically unsafe, like I was around an energy. You might have been in the past in a relationship where if this person called, you wanted to run away. Could have been a domestic. This is what it makes me feel like, because that woman has a lot of fear and anxiety. 7 of Wands to the Ace of Cups reversed. You not wanting to reconcile. But the world is reversed. You recognizing it needed to come to completion, that you can no longer water the situation. You could also be trying to build a confidence. I get something about you trying to build confidence towards starting over in a relationship. Now, that would make sense to me. So if you were in a damaging relationship, it may be hard for you to want to pick up where you left off. You might have felt imprisoned in your last relationship, or they may have made you feel like you needed to walk on eggshells. That's horrible. So some of you, whether it pertained to the love situation or them stepping out, which that could have been, but I don't really feel that. I feel you could have been with a person. I'm not going to say that it could have been. I just feel like you were with somebody that it gave you too much anxiety or worry. And if it didn't make you happy, the sun is reversed. They may have been, and this person looks angry. You may have been with a person that had angry spirits, and you needed to move away from that. The Hangman, the Strength, the Emperor. Do things on your own for a change. The 8 of Pentacles, work on your own. 8 of Cups, Judgment. So you may have had to like live through a situation that was very hard to deal with, very discerning, very, some of you it could have been a life and death situation that really upsets you or hurts you, that it comes back towards you, and it makes it hard for you to jump away from those feelings. Others of you, it could have been a situation where you were trying to stay away from a situation that just did not feel like it was doing you any favors or going to do anything to make you feel at home or at ease. The Wheel of Fortune and the Queen of Pentacles. You've had a lot of motive on career, clarifier, or wanting to see things work out career-wise versus love, Ace of Wands reversed. Every time I get into your love situation, this is very this is going to hit home with a Libra who went through a lot of turmoil in a relationship. The Lovers, the Ace of Wands, the Five of Pentacles. I get this energy where it came down to where you knew it wasn't love. It's not worth reconciling. It's got to stay behind me. But it also scared the hell out of you. I get this I'm scared energy. And I feel like now you know. And I feel like now you know you can't be afraid. Look at this. Eight of Swords. She's no longer in her head about a situation. I don't feel like you're in your head or being emotionally trapped. And I do feel like the communication has come to an ending. Some of you, it could have been something as much as a restraining order, or if there was any violence or any bad talk, you could have felt in your mind you may need a restraining order. Or just to get away, the Six of Wands reversed with the Page of Wands, and you became aware that if you stayed in this situation, that it was going to be bad, that it was probably going to put you in the dirt. Ace of Pentacles is reversed. I just get this energy you dealt with another person. So I'm going to say significant other, boyfriend, friend, girlfriend, most likely somebody you wanted to invest with, where you noticed if you did this, if you stuck with it, it was going to make you kind of either feel like it's depleting all of your energy, or it's just very I just get this unsafe nature with that Four of Cups and the Ace of Cups reversed, Three of Pentacles reversed. I feel like your intuition, I pulled the High Priestess already right here. I feel like your intuition identified, I can't build with this situation. Kind of, you have I had to run situation. I had to run away from this. I'm not taking the risks here. I need to take the risks on myself. Even if it's hard to do it alone, there's a reason it became part of my past. The Four of Swords. I don't think you gave it much thought because you recognized it for what it was, unhealthy. So there was some kind of unhealthy behavior or traits. And I do see that I get this nervous energy where you felt like they were going to try to come back around. Even if they did, I do feel like you would stand up for yourself and say no. Page of Cups, and really focus on your emotions, or building, going towards work versus that individual. The King of Cups is here with the Ten of Wands. So somebody tried to basically paint a picture with you in it, but you didn't belong in the picture or the portrait, is what this tells me for the zodiac sign of Libra. I feel like you've seen it for what it was, the Ten of Wands. There could have been a lot of fighting or conflict. I do feel like somebody wanted to become hands-on, or may have tried that shit with you in the past. The Two of Pentacles. Why did you make the decision? Three of Swords. You made the decision not to let anybody feel you straddle down or cause you that anxiety. Basically stand up for yourself and say no. You might have had to fight your way out of a situation before it puts you down. And I mean put you down. For you to get the Death card in reverse and the Ace of Pentacles, it was depleting your energy too much. And you may have even struggled to believe that this was all in your imagination until shit hit the fan. That's what I've got for Libra. Okay. Okay. Aquarius. Where you at? There you are. How is everybody? How y'all doing? Y'all hanging in there? It's good to see you. I wish I could talk and hear you guys talk back. It'd be a little more exciting for me than I don't mind reading the comments during the live, or after the live. I do that, whether I get to hearten them or not. But it'd be nice if I could talk and I could hit a button to make you guys talk. Come on, YouTube. It's 2020, almost 4. We got to get there. All right. Here we go. Here we go. One shuffle to get the energy out of that. Go to the other deck. What's going on with Aquarius? What's going on with the zodiac sign of Aquarius? Here we go. I have to shuffle for a minute just to make sure the Aquarius comes through with an Libra. Libra's message was like all about it. What was that? Here we go. All right. Ooh. Clarify it. It stood up. So you have an interesting reading to start. Okay. This tells me two stories, and I'm not gonna. I typically like to pull my cards a certain way and read them a certain way. I'm gonna do the little bit backwards on you. I'm gonna start to the right instead of starting to the left, but I'm gonna do that, and then we'll see where it goes. 5 to the Page of Wands. I do feel like there's energy around you that was hoping for either like a handout or was hoping to get something out of you. I have this weird feeling. Well, really, it's just the psychic nature. All right, so if you notice this energy around you, Aquarius, tell them no. If you recognize somebody wanting to ask for a favor, ask for a handout, communicate towards you, I feel the need to tell you to say no. With those 2 upright cards, I just can't shake the word no. Okay? 5 of Wands, 3 of Wands reversed, the Magician reversed, and the Fool. I think I've been here before with your reading. It looks to me like there's something around you or energy around you that wants I get that it wants your attention, but it wants what it can get from you more than what you can give to it. That's why I feel the need to tell you to tell them no. Okay? Just bear that in mind. You may have to tell a person or parties no. Okay? The 5 to the 3 to the Magician to the Fool. It just doesn't look like something that worked out in the past or moved forward. This doesn't feel like it's trapped on you. I feel like you've been there. I do feel like you worked your way out of there. I immediately, the minute I started shuffling for you, I got tired. So you've probably worked your way out of this situation, which tells me you've probably been trying to fend for your own, for yourself, or do for others for a while, whether it's 3 others, 5 others, something like that. The Magician reversed and the Fool, though. That Magician and the Fool, I feel like if you were to give a helping hand, you were to, if things were looking up for you as the Fool card in the middle of the top of this reading, what I see here is it's not really helping a situation. It's kind of enabling. Don't enable a situation. Don't be somebody's handout right now. I feel like you need to let somebody go through their emotions. And I feel the answer. I don't feel like you're not. The Judgment is in reverse on its head. That's 3 no's after I Page of Wands. Emotional, Judgment, no. When it comes to communication, you may have to communicate precisely and basically tell them to have faith in a situation or in themselves. Then cut your losses or cut your hands from it. This could be a child, somebody much younger than you, by the way, too. So you could have somebody, definitely have children here. You could definitely have somebody that acts childlike or that is younger than you that wants your help, but it's like they need to learn it themselves. Somebody around you needs to learn something, the value of a situation for themselves is what it's showing me. And really all you could do is put in your 2 cents, say what you got to say, and see if they learn anything from that. Because if they don't, their hand's coming back towards you. Guarantee it. They may want to hand out with finances, money. Maybe an opportunity with career as well. You may hear somebody asking you, can you get me in? Can you get me a career there? And if you know their track record sucks at work, don't tell them no. Tell them no. You don't like to work, or you work for 3 weeks and then you stop. There's nothing wrong with saying no. Here we go. Show me something for Aquarius. Why is the 7 of coins here for Aquarius? I get it. It's like you know that you've put in the hard work. So to me, it looks like you've put a lot of hard work in over a long time. For the single Aquarius, I feel like you've just been sitting back waiting and waiting the arrival of love. The Chariot and the Lovers on the opposite sides. The 10 of... Some of you were waiting for communication. I'm going to tell you with a Pisces, you may not have gotten that communication, or you may have said, you know what, I'm over it. I'm over it. It's okay. With the Ace of Swords reversed and the 7 of coins, whatever thought process was bothering you, there was a thought process that was bothering you towards the investment of love. I feel like you started standing up for yourself, taking action for yourself, becoming strong, more independent. I'm going to tell you the truth of what I see. I feel like Aquarius said, you know what? If love's not coming towards me, or I don't feel like dealing with the whole charade of things, because it kind of feels like it just feels like a charade for you, that you didn't want it to get in the way of your stability. I do feel like emotionally you think about having fun or being, you do. It's the Ace of Wands reversed, the Knight of Cups. Emotionally, you definitely think about having a celebration. So it's like you want a relationship, but it's not gonna like ruin who you are. You might also be the person that's can't wait to get home and put their feet up, or wanting to manage the time of that, or needing to learn how to manage the time of more yourself time versus relationship. I don't see a deep connection here. Page of Coins. It's telling me you need to get more out of your shell. Work isn't everything, kind of reading for you. I do feel like work has been over the top. The 3 and the 8 to the 11, and this, you were the 9 of Wands before that showed up. I feel like work's been a little bit over the top. Or you may, I'm going to tell you, you're waiting for changes. You do have thoughts on your mind a lot. And I do feel like the thoughts are awareness, or knowing that you've been taking the best action you can towards career, maybe family, and balancing it out. But also when it comes to your heart, I feel like you want to see things grow on a spiritual connection, start to ground or become more humbled. So it's like you want to see your career take off but not drain you so much, is what your reading's telling me. But you also want a love relationship, a spiritual connection, love relationship. But at the same time, you're not doing anything to find it because you may feel like you don't have the means or time for it. Ace of Cups reversed, 5 of Swords, and the 9 of Cups to the Temperance. It's just telling me you may feel like you've been spinning the clock or spinning the wheels when it comes to balance. So this is for the Aquarius that misses being in a love relationship, because this makes me feel like you're very passionate and excited about the victory of it. It just doesn't feel like it's been showing up or manifesting, and that's your card. But you're wanting that to emotionally change or see it for what it is. Go after it. Your message is you need to go after it. For it's not just going to show up. I do feel like you've handled the past very well. You may have had to You may have handled the past very well, or learned who to trust and who not to trust in the past, is what it's starting to show me. You definitely went through a big learning curve, is what this tarot reading's telling me for you. Why is that like that? You've also been getting a lot better at not letting things get to you, is what it's telling me, which is very healthy. Good. The Devil and the Queen of Cups reversed. As I said, that you're the Devil reversed, the Hermit to the Sun. So I feel like you knew there were things that may have felt like they were dishonest or not treating you respectfully right, or even so, kind of. Whatever you were dealing with in the world, I feel like you tried to close your eyes or your mind to it. Focus on attaining a celebration or getting to where you wanted to be, but at the same time, you didn't let it beat up your spirits. The Devil reversed to the Queen of Cups. It may have in the beginning. I get this energy. Now the psychic part's kicking in. Your spirits were pretty fucked up in the beginning, and you went through one hell of a roller coaster ride to get here, and now it's a matter of sticking with that. Your imagination may be becoming stronger as well. You also may be imagining building a love relationship, something about you wanting to build towards love, yourself in love. The only way you can do that in this tarot reading is by getting yourself in the right positions in the world, encountering the right time frame, or being at the right place at the right time. People say everything happens for a reason, but nothing happens if we choose to do nothing about letting something happen. So it could be one of those times where things are aligned for you to work out in a love situation, but you have to, nudge yourself to go after that love. Ace of Cups. It's funny, the card that doesn't want to go back in. And look at the other card I'm staring at. The Sun and the Two of Cups. I feel like you're ready for the renewal, a connection. That makes me feel like you're ready for a connection, but I do feel like you have to go out and put the work in to find it with the Page of Swords energy that I'm staring down at. I feel like it's about to start showing you that it's available, but I also feel the message is you need to show yourself that it's available. So you need to be able to be more available for it, not just be at home. You can't be the hermit. You can't just be at home. You got to put the work in. We'll go again with the world, and then you'll get to the celebrations. Don't second guess it. Don't think about this more than once. Just do it. Just do it. I'm telling you, just do it. You'll end up probably pretty happy, by the way, too. You'll feel like you achieved what you were looking for. Something like that's important for the zodiac sign of Aquarius. That is what I have for you. So it does feel like you aren't stuck over a love situation. It does feel like you've gotten strong, but you have to get strong and you have to get out there. You have to make the opportunities be at your disposal. Page of Cups, the Knight of Swords, Balance. And don't forget what you've already went through. Definitely don't forget what you've already went through. So entertain love relationships, but do not forget the King of Swords, what you've went through, what you've had to cut out. What you had to cut out, what was the best decision. Definitely what you had to cut out, because you're surrounded by cutout energy with the Knight of Swords, the Two of Swords, the Five of Coins reversed, the Five of Wands, the push and tug. Don't forget where you've been or what judgment you're going to have to make to. So it's like you've been through the sacrifices. Don't forget what you had to sacrifice to get where you are, but you're still worthy of that love situation. I just feel it's a time investment for you, making the time for it, or having the motivation to pursue it. That's what I see for you. Okay. What sign's going to be next? What are we going to do next? Hey, LZ fan. Hello, cafe. Ooh, that was fast. Earth. I guess we're going to do Earth next. I don't know if I gave Aquarius both decks, but if I didn't, it was a long enough read. Okay. What do we have? Earth, we're going to go backwards. Capricorn. 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 What's the message for Capricorn? What do we have? Zodiac sign of Capricorn. What's coming in for you? Anything good? Anything bad? What do we have? We'll see. Capricorn. What's coming in for Capricorn? I'll wait for you. I'll wait for you. I'll wait for you. Somebody could be missing or thinking about you, whether it's here or whether they are on the other side. I get this, I'll wait for you energy. Two more shuffles. And I told you that, and I showed you like this card. Like it showed me that once. It didn't show it to me again, and then I said it again, and it showed back up. One more. Here we go. What do we have for Capricorn? Okay. That's fast. Making decisions. So it's telling me you may be in a position where you need to make the right decisions that are going to bring up happiness. Ooh, I saw that card too, though. The King of Cups. When I was shuffling, I saw that card a bunch of times. I saw more than the one than I'll wait for you card. Clarify the King of Cups, upright. And I saw it in the same position. Clarify the King of Cups real quick. Capricorn. What's going on? Okay. Give me something else on that. Happiness? I got a weird reading for you. I mean, it's weird to me because there's got to be two stories here. So it's a weird thing I'm seeing. Ooh. I get it. I get what it's saying to the left. I get what it's trying to do over here to the right to an extent, to as much as it's going to let me understand it. So the Nine of Wands to the Sun reverse to the Two of Wands. Capricorn. I almost feel like any fears or anxieties or anything that's made you feel reluctant to make the decision. Anytime you've been you've had like a nerve-wracking or a life-altering situation happen, I feel like the message is trust. I don't know how else to say trust. Like that's the simple answer. Two of Wands, make the decision. And it's in reverse. Continue to trust the situation or the process that you want. Somebody may need to hear, if you've lived a situation that's upset you over and over again, or it was really hard to grasp what happened and let it go. Sometimes it's better to let go and to understand that even though it's let go, for some things it's healthy to let go of and not to look back. Other things it's healthy to let go of, but still look back. And I feel like that message is important for you. The King of Cups to the Seven of Pentacles to the World. I feel like you're going to be doing very well. And it's in two areas of life. It's money and love. I'm going to tell you, All three of, well, not all three, but the King of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles, and the World card. For you, I feel like things are going to start to work in your favor if you go in that direction, if you stick with it. As far as love goes, you definitely look like you're going to move towards a love situation, and I think it's next year. For the Capricorn watching this, so for the Capricorn that's watching this, that's single now, 2024, you may not be single. I just get this energy. The Lover's the King of Wands and the Chariot. I just feel like you're going to be investing in love. And what else? Let's see what you get. One shuffle. That's it. Love. Maybe the direction that makes sense to you. Wait a minute. It's almost like the things you've really wanted or that have felt like they haven't come through or manifested, they're going to start manifesting heavy next year, Capricorn. Man, Capricorn, yeah, I feel like you're going to get a lot of things that you might not have gotten in 2023. And a lot of somebody, so for the Capricorn watching this, it does feel like it's a love situation. I feel like some of you were pulling through with that Seven of Pentacles energy and the Magician with Ten of Pentacles energy. I feel like you were getting what you wanted or starting to or try to fit. So some of you things were working out very successfully with career. Others of you were trying to figure out how to make that happen, is what that makes me feel on your reading. When really this is what's coming towards you. New celebrations, you being aware that they're available or that you could play with them. Something about you playing with them is powerful. Going towards them, communicating with them, building that solid connection. Clarify that. Hit the ground. What is it? Some of you may have held back for a while before doing it. Death card reversed. The Emperor. There's the Knight of Wands. I just get this weird creative incentive on you. It's almost like whatever, like you're just doing it right in 2024. You're either putting yourself first when it comes to work, or you're putting yourself first when it comes to career and love, or putting on the right outfit, something like that, wearing the right smell, and it's bringing in an attraction. Huh. Two of Pentacles reversed. And the Empress. It isn't bringing back an ex. No. That's done and over with. The Two of Cups is reversed. The Six of Cups is reversed. Three of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups. It's opening your imagination, but it's also... So your imagination is going to be... You're going to become very intuitive. From now going into next year, Capricorn. If you're a Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising, you're going to get very, very intuitive. The only thing I wonder is how well will you grasp that? That's the only part of the message that I like, that I wonder how well will you grasp, hold on to that. Only you will know. The Hierophant. The Six of Swords. Strength. And you're not going to let things... So I see I went through this. You will be very, very intuitive next year. You also focus on finances and not letting things get to you. I do feel like the tricky part of the message is you got to really focus on getting towards things that are going to make you happy, like in love, and not focusing on the things that haven't shown up. You're going to be very focused on work. You're not going to want to deal with anybody who lies to you. Nine of Pentacles is reversed. Seven of Swords. You're going to want to do things your own way, too, is kind of what it shows me. The Queen of Swords to the Hermit reversed to the Five of Pentacles. You have like I mean business. I don't want to deal with nonsense. I don't want to fight or push my value down. And you're going to be very stubborn about this. You're going to be stubborn in two areas. So I get like Capricorn, you could be focused very career focused. You could also be very love focused in 2024. If you, I get this weird, and I don't associate her as a player, but I felt player energy on her. If you felt like somebody was playing with your feelings, you'll cut free of that. Or if you felt like you were dealing with a player, you're gonna be a no nonsense person in 2024, like completely. I don't know why I feel the need to say when it comes to love, it could go up and down next year, but I feel like you're gonna see through whether it's worth the entanglement or not. Like if you went out with somebody, the Page of Cups, I feel like you might have studied the scenario or situation before it happens. What is the change about? You're gonna have love interests next year, or have the opportunity to work towards that. Definitely 8 of Wands, build towards it. Work may be the only thing that gets in the way. Is what? Yeah, you have the Ace of Pentacles, the 10 of Swords, and then the 4 of Pentacles. The only thing I see getting in the way is your workload. It's what you do for career, finance. So it's like you have the opportunity to have both. And there you are. That next to the Hangman, 3 of Swords reversed, the 5 of Swords, the King of Swords. You're really gonna have to buckle down with what you want to commit to next year, is what this tells me for Capricorn. If you decide you want career and love, it looks very, very possible for Capricorn next year. I don't know why it doesn't. Some of you, maybe a lot of the times I say shit like that, my predictions happen before the end of the year. But it does feel like this is all next year for you. As I was reading this feels like some of you, maybe it'll start the end of this year or before the end of the year. But a lot of you, it feels you'll have a lot of good a lot of things are going to work out in your favor, I feel, next year when it comes to work and love, if you choose to play with both. It doesn't, you have a very, very and I feel like it's like a spiritual boost, and I feel like spiritually what's going to happen, when I told you I've already been through that, I had this weird, what I saw in the tarot is something I experienced without reading the tarot. The more I got connected with spirit and stuff like that, the more I was able to identify a deeper connection to my emotions. Like instead of letting my emotions get the best of me all the time, or more than they should, it made them stronger, it made them more concrete. And I think you're going to see that next year. I think you're going to see a lot of that next year. And it's weird because I'm getting between February and March, around there. Maybe May is as late as just May, but I see February and March around there is going to be the time that happens for the zodiac sign of Capricorn. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. What else is here for Capricorn? Changes. What's coming in for Capricorn? Let's do this one fast. See what we get for you. What's coming in for Capricorn? Oh my God, I'm over it. The first card is the High Priestess. And the Death. You transitioning to a higher knowing and changing towards it. I'm over this. Yes, I already told you. Yes, we know, Spirit. We know Leo already told Capricorn. You're going to be very productive as well. Manifesting. You're going to manifest a really strong reality or outcome. It'll be hard to lie to Capricorn next year. It'll be hard for people to lie to you. Your awareness, the moon's here, you'll be too aware. You'll know what to push aside or what. So I feel like you're gonna know when you're being told the truth, when things aren't being so truthful towards you, to an extent, pretty strong extent, by the way, especially around that time of year next year. But what I see You may have to be careful with what you put in time and effort in it, or how you're balancing things out, or the thoughts you have, discerning what's right, what's works and what doesn't. That could be like the part that you have to really fine tune. For the Capricorn that has been struggling with finances or health, because it's showing me health and finances, I don't see you giving up on that, on changing that. I see you still trying to attain that. Anything else for Capricorn? Show me something else for Capricorn. What's coming in? I'm over it. I already said your emotions are going to be strong. The woman's crying. You're not crying over nothing. And I dropped it on the High Priestess in death. You're going to it's almost like you've transformed yourself into a stronger, higher vibration of yourself, and you're aware of it. Queen of Swords, you also may look real good when you communicate, but you may not communicate with too many. The Three of Wands to the Magician, you may not communicate with any if you feel them to be distrustworthy. I think I already said this. I don't think I'm going to keep reading your reading. It's basically saying what I've already said. The Magician and the Page of Swords. I think you've learned lessons from the past. I don't feel like emotionally you're going to let them drag you down. But you may have to be careful you're not being stubborn when it comes to listening. Something about make sure you're listening while you're learning. Don't just, I'm done. Knight of Wands, man's trying to learn or build something, start over. I feel like you're in a learning phase. And I feel like you're going to have to be very keen to what works and what doesn't. The Star card. What brings balance, what doesn't? What have I learned? What have I learned to let go of? What has value? What has no value? And not to overthink about it. Like, not to overthink it. That Eight of Cups energy, you may have been single for a while, whoever this is for. This would make sense if you've been single for quite a long time. This is what I'm seeing for Capricorn. The Devil, you, upright. Queen of Cups, emotionally attached to making decisions, not wanting to be tricked or lied to. Seven of Cups, your imagination is definitely expanding, or hopefully you're not having confusion or confusing yourself with your inner self. I feel like you're going to do a lot of inner work next year. I feel like if you don't do it, it just happens to you. I feel like that's what's going to happen. If you were to get a call from somebody you've dealt with, I don't see the communication sticking around either. That's how I'm going to end your reading, Capricorn. It seems like if somebody calls you from the past, it's like a blast from the past that comes in and goes out with it. So either you entertain it and it's gone again, or you don't entertain it at all. You scratch it away. You may say no to it all altogether, but the communication doesn't last. That's what I see for Capricorn. Okay. All right. I think I started reverse, didn't I? This one, so I gotta read who now. All right, Capricorn's done. Virgo. Virgo. Where you at? We'll read Virgo in a minute. All right, we'll read Virgo in a minute. I'll say hi, how you doing to some people, and then we'll read Virgo. Okay. I started to fall asleep. Well, thanks. I must be so entertaining. No, that's okay. Get some sleep. Don't worry about it. I know I'm like watching paint dry. I get it. Maybe that's why Spirit was like, no, pause on Virgo. First comment I read is, I was starting to fall asleep. That's early, 4:30 in the morning. Hello, Debbie. What's up? Randy. How you doing? Randy. Soul 8. What's up? Karina, hello. Hello, Anna. Yeah. All right. Virgo in a second. Taking a break. It's good to take a break. Earth Princess Nancy. Captain R. Hook. April Stokes. What's up? Hey, Barbara. All right. Now, Virgo. Now we'll do Virgo. Virgo. Here we go. What's the message for Virgo? What is the message for my Virgos? We'll see what we get for you. I'm not a very Christmassy guy, but I've been wanting Christmas to come around this year. It's weird. It's weird, right? I'm a summer guy. I like the summer. Summertime. But I want to see Christmas come around. I don't get like that. This year I'm like that. It's kind of strange for me to say that. Maybe it's because the humidity ruined my summer. Probably. It's gonna be dead ass winter, and I'm gonna be like, all right, enough of this shit. Where's the summer? Like, guarantee it. Here we go. Virgo. Here we go. For you. Virgo. Stay out of your head, Virgo. Don't overcomplicate things. I'm gonna say it right now. Those celebrations you're looking for, I'm telling you, don't be in your head about it. Holy damn. Wait till I show you. Stay out of your head, Virgo. You got to stay out of your head. Only keep the best of thoughts in your mind right now, Virgo. Don't overthink a situation. I feel like you could be doing that. I feel like you could be doing that or knowing you don't want to do that anymore. Feels very taxing. I feel like you need to stay feeling liberated at this time for whatever reason. I also see you're not trying to worry about things that have happened in the past or that have emotionally spoiled your fun. So your thoughts are coming through. Okay. You're not letting things upset you. Things that may have kept you suspended or unhappy in the past. Are you moving away from that? Or is the message for me to remind you to continue? So either to continue the progress that you've made, or that to believe that it can show up. Page of Swords. It may be around children, or you may be the child. For me to get the Page of Coins and the Page of Swords together, you may be the I feel like you've been in the challenge position with this. So you're either the child or it has to do with a couple children, if not more than a couple. Okay, here we go. You also may have said, whoever it surfaces around, you don't communicate. You don't communicate well, or you only communicate because you must. And the only reason I say that is I've got the King of Swords reversed and the Lovers upright. So whatever's been drawn in the sand, or whatever's done in the past that was emotionally kind of the last straw, I feel like you've released this. I don't feel like it's keeping you suspended anymore. I think the only thing that can is if you overthink about what can happen. If you put too much thought into the process, I think it's going to make it hard for you to believe which thought to trust. So you may have to work on that. And it's weird. You started with the High Priestess reverse. It's all about knowing what to trust or how to trust, and keeping that awareness open with the Moon card beside it. And I feel like that's a big part of your message, my dear Virgos. Next year, I didn't plan on making this a next year reading, but I just keep deciding to jump ahead for certain signs. Next year, I see you trying to um, be more available. Some of you, it's available for a function or a trip. Some of you, it's with friends. Others of you, it's with your family. Being more available for family, doing more around family. Um, hmm, this is strange. Here we go. Let's go. What we got? Things you didn't get to do this year, you'll do next year, is what it's telling me. You've already made up your mind on that too. Or if you haven't, you will. You will. Mark my words, you will. You'll get the strength to recognize, you know what? We don't do anything emotionally fun, or there isn't enough in the area. So you may go do something. Maybe hop on a plane. And if anybody tries to play with you emotionally from the past, they're gonna get told they're gonna get shut down. Ha! You just showed up in reverse. You'll tell them no. You'll tell them no. I feel like you're gonna really focus on love and family. From now to almost next year, this time. Oh my God, it's much further for you than the last person. Was it Capricorn? Whoever I read that was going into next year. You I see further in the year. Show me something else for Virgo. I want to see what this is. I'm so curious. You're not going to let things get to you. I already said that. You're hell no. Virgo's not having that. You're not having that. So Virgos let chapters be what they needed to be. Virgos learn how to establish boundaries. This is boundaries. And you don't want stress of it, and you don't want the chaos of it. I like your reading. I feel like you've emotionally become in tune with recognizing I'm only going to let it come in if it gives me balance. But you may need to really be careful with your thought process, because I feel like I feel like the only thing that could be hindering the awareness that you have basically well endowed with inside of yourself is you letting your thoughts get in the way, when really you're just supposed to be very productive next year. You doing this could also bring in a course of action you didn't expect that changes the way you do things. That if you were single, you may not, I don't think you'll stay single in 2024. A lot of you won't be single. I feel like you may feel like nothing's going to change from now till then, until something changes, until you're sitting around the fire next to somebody or around the TV set or whatever you do. It's telling me you need to have faith. It tells me you need to have faith, but as you have faith, don't get played. Just be careful about getting played. That awareness is getting stronger every minute I pull a card. And I think you're going to know it. You're going to know that it's not basically you're going to see what's true and tried within the circumstances around you. You may close off too if you don't feel you trust it. Done. I'm over it. You're gonna have a very I need to trust the whole situation, or there is no situation attitude. If you feel like you can't trust it, you will shake it like a tree and watch the leaves fall. You have the Seven of Swords and the Magician reversed. If there's something you know you can't trust, your ass will move away from it faster than it can even think of coming towards you. You're going to stay very focused on an independent energy, being independent or a career related endeavor for 2024. The King of Coins, you're very, very motivated with career. I feel like you're going to have a very strong business attitude, but you're also, so you're going to have a very strong business attitude, but you're also, some of you, it's a matter of needing to save money or knowing you want to save money so you can plan ahead to have, basically go on a trip, spend money, and still come back to having money. You have a I let go of what's happened reading. I'm letting go of the things that have happened that basically put a monkey wrench in the whole system or made me feel like less than. If it made you feel like that, I don't feel like you're worried about that. Go to this one, see what it says. You're not going to let it throw you off. The only thing that could throw you off is if you keep revisiting it with those thoughts. I'm telling you, stop doing that. You're going to be very, very impressed with what you see next year. We're going to give you the other tarot. I want to see if I get something different or if it veers into this. We'll see. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Here we go. What do we got? Red Bull. Almost done. The other one's going to be like pissy warm. I hate that. Because that one's becoming it. Ooh. Virgo. Here we go. Virgo. Show me something for Virgo, please. Now or next year. Whenever you want. Show me now, tomorrow, the next month, or next year. Whatever you want to do. Whatever you make me feel. Go for it. Here we go. Show me something for the zodiac sign of Virgo. I'm going to wait. I'm not going to even see what it is. I just show. Well, I have to do this because if I don't, we'll both. Well, I'll be able to know what it is. I don't want to know what it is, but that's the back of the card. I am not going to look. I don't know what that is still. We'll see. And it does that to me a lot. Didn't this time. We're not going to get the one that hit me in the forehead. We're going to leave that out. Get that back in the deck. That one jumped in my ashtray. Uh-oh. What are you saying? I don't know, because I need that first card. What are you trying to tell me? Ooh. Don't. Yep. Put an ending to anything that upsets you. Now we're flipping it. Why is this 7 cups reversed? You need. What do you need? Clarify what Virgo needs. This one first. Balance. You're gonna need to focus on getting balance and trusting yourself next year and this year and right now. Trust yourself. I feel like if you focus on trusting yourself, you started with that on those cards. Now it's on the end of this and believing in yourself. You have I need to believe in myself in the direction I head in and not to be bothered about what's been past tense. 10 of Cups reversed to the 8 of Cups. What's been a problem in the past needs to stay behind you from now into next year. The 10 of Swords. If you let this show up or bother your mindset, if you do that, you'll be right back where you started. 8 of Swords, the World, to the 8 of Swords, to the 5 of Cups, to the 5 of Pentacles. You have a very let it go energy. Just continue to let things go. The Ace of Pentacles, 3 of Cups, and balance. Clarify. I think it's going to tell me you don't want to deal with that, but you might get a bunch of no's. It's not telling me about that. You may have, so the Ace of Pentacles to the 3 of Cups to the Justice, to the Knight of Swords, to the Temperance. You may have a situation where people you don't deal with want to all of a sudden talk. They may want to come forward towards you. I don't think you'll say yes. Here's the no's. 10 of Wands, 8 of Pentacles, decision, Page of Wands, reversed no's. This is you saying no, 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 no. All right. I just don't see you doing it. The Hangman, the Strength card, the Queen of Wands. I feel like emotionally you would feel foolish or like you knew that it was kind of a waste of time when it comes to stability. And I don't think you're going to let that happen. Page of Pentacles makes me feel like you if you go about something practical, it's on your own with the King of Pentacles energy. You're standing alone. You're not going to let things get in the way that you've already dealt with. King of Swords is reversed because you're cut free of anything that's kept you stuck in the past. 8 of Wands is you knowing that's the best Way to fly, the way to go. King of Wands to the Lovers, to the 7, to the 9, clarify. Ooh. I'm asking a specific question. You will. And if you don't think about it, if you don't think you'll do this now, I asked a specific question. If you don't think you'll let somebody in next year towards a love situation or work with somebody, you probably will. So if you don't see that coming, that's my big prediction for you for 2024. You'll have the opportunity if you play with it. Knight of Wands. If you play with it, whether it's a new relationship with a man, something that wasn't available this year, or that you felt like it wasn't happening, or you just couldn't invest in it, well, you're starting to manifest it for next year. The decision's already been made, and it looks healthy, healthier than what you were dealt last time. That's what I see for Virgo. You're going to have opportunity. You have a lot of opportunity next year. One is to make sure that you do not fall short of trusting what you've already had to trust. So for some of you Virgos, I get this energy I need to show you where what you had to trust or build towards, you may not have liked having the awareness or knowing what you had to do. Well, next year, I think what you get to play with, you're going to like a little better than 2023. I don't know why, but it feels that way. It feels like you've had to hold on and just wait your turn. And it feels like your turn is going to spin. I'm going to tell you next year. I see somebody that's Virgo sign in a relationship, and in a relationship for over a year, whether it starts in 2024, the end of it, or goes into 25. That's what I got. Here we go. And I see it going on for over at least a year, the relationship, or close to it, if not longer. I would say all of a year. Let's keep rolling. All right. Taurus. Okay. That part's fun, even though we're in Taurus now. But back to Virgo real quick before we start Taurus. That part's fun for me when I tell you something, like especially if you're like the single like as single as like a finger with no ring on it. I like that part where you're mad single and you're like, what's he talking about? I'm not gonna compete with somebody next year. Next year you're with somebody and it lasts over a year. And then one day you sit back and you think about it and you're like, that motherfucker said that. All right, let's go. Here we go, Taurus. Taurus time. What do we got for you, Taurus? What's coming in for the zodiac sign of Taurus? Any messages that may pertain to them now, later, or in the future? The deep future. Here we go. What do we got? I'm going to give it to you. Moving right along, aren't we? What are you moving towards? No idea. Stability, or being practical about how to get towards stability. Yes, money. So I feel like you're moving towards what you want. And you're trying to move at a carefree pace. Something about being carefree. Some of you are being carefree about the past. So some of you know you have to be carefree about the past. Others of you, it's being carefree, staying carefree about the past, but you have a lot of money energy or health. So you could be focused on your health and your career setting. I'm over it. That's what you're doing next year and probably this year. I feel like you started it this year just to continually develop it next year. Hone your skills, your craft, everything better. You may have to watch out between, I'm going to tell you, within the next 2 to 5 months of a lot of deception. Watch out for deceptive energy or for people who would do anything to get whatever they want and only what they want. You're gonna have to be aware. And mostly, is it worth the time or effort? You also may feel like if something comes towards you, and I get this if it's shaky, if it's not balanced. Am I going to let it rattle me? I don't think you will. I don't think you will. 3 and 3 though. I do see something coming towards you that may annoy you. You have something that may annoy you, whether it's a situation where some of you it's a situation where you're the child and you're annoyed. Others of you, you're the parent and the child. Situation's annoying you. Something could be annoying you. It has something to pertain around a child. So either a child Taurus was annoyed with the parents or vice versa, or the parent is annoyed with the situation with the child. Also, you may have to be very, very, very aware of them not telling you the truth. And that does not feel like they may do that from now to the end of the year, but it does feel like in 2024, it may be like a coping mechanism where they lie because they use that as a clutch, whatever the fuck that's about. I don't know. It's just, and I don't care for it. Just be very aware. You also you may feel like if anything gets in your way, you'll cut free of it, or you might give it a little bit of sharpness with your tongue and then cut free from it. The fuck. 2 of Cups, balance in reverse, and if anything tries to distract you, if anything tries to distract Taurus, you're not having it. The Magician's reversed. You've got the 7. Anything tries to mess with you mentally or be dishonest, I think you're going to see through it. You may have a situation that happens where it's like an I told you so, but you don't want to deal with it. This may show up for you. And this may, I get this weird, I just got hot from my stomach to my head. This may continuously happen and boil your blood pressure for a minute. Just bear that in mind, Taurus. This may be something you have to deal with. And it definitely could surface around a child or somebody acting childish. You could have love encounters next year. Definitely. But I don't feel like they're going to get in the way of your business attitude or mind structure. The way your mind says. It's something about this King of Pentacles in reverse. You're set. You're stuck in stone with that. And it doesn't look unhealthy the way you're viewing things, but I just get like there's nothing that's going to change your mind. The only thing that could change your mind, clarify whatever could change their mind. I don't know. I want to see what the card says. What will change their mind? Your creativity, your passion, or the lack of things shifting for the better. So the only thing I really feel like that's going to change you is either your intuitive, creative nature, or becoming more patient with where you are until you feel like you've become too patient with where you are and don't want to sit still anymore. The Stars reversed and the 7 of Pentacles. 3 of Cups to the Death card reversed to the Knight of Wands to the World. You're gonna play with ideas of what to do. Some of you it's a move. Some of you could be moving. So I feel like mentally you're not trapped, but you're mentally powerful. And you're not gonna. You might get those boiling points. I do keep getting like from my stomach up hot. Like things might irk you or piss you off from now into next year. But I feel like it comes in and it goes out because this heat I keep feeling is coming in and like fuming out of the top of my head and it's gone right after. So things might irk you. You might have to deal with them for a quick moment, or might feel like a fast bereavement. But after that, it's I think you're like over it. Clarify it. I don't see you worried about love either. Your reading does not tell me that love is the issue, or if you want me to read you a love situation, it isn't in these tarot cards. It has nothing to do with love. It has everything to do with being more comfortable with your surroundings or the things that go on, or being somewhere that makes you feel like it's the right fit. A lot of you, I feel the nature of the beast is you finding something that feels like the right fit, that feels like you can call home or keep your hands grasped to. Some of you may feel like it's not a money problem, or a home situation more than love, but I'm not getting that sense. I'm getting you're doing that more with this than via love. When it comes to love, I feel like you give it thoughts, but you hold back. I get like a hold back from love situation. Like if it's there and I want to have fun, yeah, I see more of you having fun and entertaining the opportunity of love situations, but not really, not being like I have to be in a love relationship by June 2024. I don't see you doing that. I see you wanting to do that with other things. The cards did show me you having fun though. So you may have fun or sexual partners or encounters. That did show up. I'm not gonna pretend like I didn't see that. All right, here we go. You sly fox, you. Here we go. Something else. Taurus, please. Anything for Taurus. What's the message for Taurus? Taurus. What do we got for them? Show me. Taurus. What do we have for Taurus? What do we got? Show me whatever they need to see. You also may have, I hate to say this, if you're a mom, you may have somebody that you're hoping that doesn't make bad decisions. And I do feel like this is something you see next year, that they see through their bad decisions. Could be a boy, could be a mom with a son. And you're hoping that they don't either hang out with the wrong crew or do something stupid that they should know not to do. The wrong outcome or judgment reversed. Kind of like I would hope that they would know better. You may encounter that. If that hasn't already happened, you may see that happen, whether it's the end of this year or next year. And it does, I'm going to tell you, it feels like a boy. It's 3 boys. Victory's reversed. Why is victory reversed? What's going on with the 6 of Wands? I saw how you landed. Red flower up. Red flower up. You may have somebody that is, I feel like some of you Tauruses, could be a woman. You may meet somebody you find very attractive, but you know is not very healthy for you next year. Something about this man could be very attractive, or you're very attracted to the situation with the person, but then the 3 of Swords to the 8 of Swords, you know it's unhealthy. It's either an unhealthy attraction towards the person, or they just have, I get them. They have this unhealthy nature about them. Almost like it looks too good to be true situation with this person. And they're not going to end up falling short of the situation. Almost like, whoa, wow, this person's so fine. How did I end up with this person? Give it time and you figure out why. Kind of energy. Watch out for that. But at the same time, I didn't see in the last reading you getting stuck on somebody. So let's see where this goes. You'll probably already know or decide to move on. The hell with your shit. You might even tell this person the hell with that bullshit. You might see it for what it is. 7 of Swords. If it feels like you can't trust it, 6 of Swords, you're not going to move towards it. 3 of Pentacles. You'll be too invested in your family or yourself. It's like you're going to be invested in your family, yourself, or the things that emotionally make sense to invest in. Not this person. That's a no. Knight of Pentacles. Emotionally, you may hold back too. when it comes to feeling like you're finding, you may recognize if you start dealing with somebody that it's not going to be something that lasts too long. Starts to build, starts to feel like security, and then all of a sudden somebody's wondering what happened. So they're either wondering why you're not communicating, or you're wondering if you should focus on them or career. And it looks like the career wins. Career and family beats over triumphs this person. The devil reversed. You're not going to deal with anything that feels toxic or feels like a waste of time. Five of Wands reversed. I dropped that on the man. Knight of Cups. So you may deal with a relationship that's fun to play with, but it doesn't last. So Taurus, I do get you may get in and you may have the option to encounter a relationship. And I do feel like I'm reading a lady, by the way. I should have told you guys a while ago. I feel like you have the opportunity to encounter a man, but it seems too good to be true, and it ends up kind of playing out. That becomes the scheme of things. The Ace of Pentacles reversed and the Nine of Swords. I don't see you worried or bothered by it or letting it build up conflict. Only thing I see you really focusing on is not wanting to be stressed out, whether it's committed to a love situation, being a mother, or being able to find the correct celebrations. I feel like you're really striving for balance, and it looks like via family and money. Family, money. Yeah, it's family, money, and love. I've got the King of Wands, the Ace of Wands, the Love is reversed. It would be very passionate, and they may be really good at the thing in the bedroom or whatever is what this says. This tells me they could be very, very gifted in the bed, especially with the Lovers in reverse. The King of Wands reversed, the Ace of Wands reversed, and the Lovers reversed. That's one lusty ass, sweaty ass relationship love in the bed. Like the bedroom shit could be amazing, but it might fall apart or deteriorate everywhere else. And I don't think you let it bother you. I don't see it bothering you. That's what I've got for Taurus. That's what I got. So you may find somebody that, that's just high stamina or strong libido, whatever the fuck. I don't know. But that's what the tarot is trying to tell me. But it doesn't look like it's something that you worry about it sticking around. I don't feel like you worry about it sticking around. I feel like you become too preoccupied with yourself, or where you can establish things for you. And the ones I'm going to tell you, the ones you care for, if something makes you feel like you can't trust it, you just go back to it. Something about going back to work, releasing the thoughts. You may get clues to this situation too, or be too focused on career anyway. And when it falls apart, if they tried to come in and upset you, you just cut free of it and say, fuck off. You might have a fuck off energy to somebody if they try to get kind of smart with their mind. I think I said to you, you could get a little bit like quick, like they make you boil real quick. And you're like, they say the wrong thing. So maybe you give them some ass, or they give you some ass, whatever the deal is. You guys sleep together, right? And then they get mad, or you get mad. Someone go get mad. I feel like somebody gets a little hot and bothered. Not the person that's boiling. I feel like that person that's boiling is you. I feel like they try to come towards you and say or push your buttons, and you ain't gonna. You go from the plate being 0 to 1,000 degrees, like fuck that, fuck no, fuck you, like real quick. I'm sorry, but that's what I'm getting on Taurus's energy. Whatevers. I really don't know about that one, but hey, have fun. You know what I'm saying? Like, you only live once. Live a little. All right, who are we on? Banners. Let's pick another sign. Who are we going to pick? I think we're going to do fire signs, but I could be wrong. What are you guys all going to pick? You guys pick. I got to open up a warm-ass Red Bull. Hey, Mark, how you doing? Welcome in. Hi, Milan. Joe, what's up? What's up, Chels? DS. You're welcome. I cannot say your name, and I will fuck it all up. Angela, hello. Hey, Ponycorn. Welcome in. All right. I probably should have read who wrote what first. All right. Hey, y'all. Hey. I don't know if I said hello to Cook. Hello, Cook. Yep, Meredith. Not a name you hear very often anymore. Meredith. At least up here. Hi, Charlie. Oh shit! I almost blocked somebody. A fat fingers. Hey D. All right, let's see who said what first for signs. Scorpio. Shit, I'm doing water. Water it is. We'll start with Cancer. We'll go in order for Scorpio. And then we'll go reverse for fire. Why not? Hey, Chastity. Fire's last. I'm sorry. What do they say? Best for last? Ha ha ha. Hi, Julia. Hi, Rusalka. I probably messed your name up. Kiara, hello. Thank you all for being patient. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Cancer. Uh-oh. My mouth. My lip cut. I cut my lip. It hurts to open my mouth. I haven't done that in a while. Dried out. Here we go. My nice sharp paper cut. 4 of Wands. Why? Why? And why is it reversed? 4 and 4 is reversed. I'm looking for answers spiritually, maybe. Trying to make decisions or knowing you need to make decisions. I get like a lot of hope in your reading so far, Cancer. A lot of you are wanting hope, communication, or forward progress. That's what your reading tells me. 4 of Wands reversed, 4 Cups, 2 of Swords reversed, the Fool, and the 8 of Wands. Also not wanting to deal with conflict or drama at this time. You could be trying to figure out how not to be stressed out. Or I feel like you're just not letting things get to you. Some of you are not letting things get to you. You also may know that it may be wise while it's still nice out, if you live in an area where it's nice out at this time, to get out before it gets too cold and you're in for the winter. Something like that. It doesn't show me that in the cards. I just feel that way. The Page of Wands, the 9 of Coins. I don't feel like you want to be distracted with the Devil and the Judgment card. I feel like you don't want to be distracted with the things that you want to pursue or see work out. I feel like this is a position you've been in that no longer you want to have something about power. That man, the King of Pentacles, is a very powerful presence, and I feel like you don't want anything to emotionally have power over you, whether it has to do with celebrations, happiness, commitments, something of the sort like that. I feel like Cancer is very fucking aware of that too, because of the 2 of Swords and the Fool. I feel like you've already made the gander or the gesture or the premeditation in your mind to do that. I have the 8 of Wands with the 5 of Wands reversed. Clarify it. Clarify the Fool to the 8 to the 5 reversed. Fool. Why is that reversed? Why? Give me another. Oh, you're here, but you're reversed. You don't want to be unsure is what it's telling me. The reading I see is Cancer with the Chariot reversed with changes. Cancer doesn't want to feel unsure about making the right changes or allowing the right changes to happen. This is something that's probably been pissing you off inside. I don't think you share this. I don't think you share this. Emotionally, you might keep that tucked to yourself. It's things of the past. Things that you have a very, very strong committed energy to. 6 of Cups is reversed and love. So it could be past love relationships, past relationships with people you care about. I feel like you're more associating yourself with taking risks towards victories that you believe can happen. Something about you believing they can happen. You may need to, from now to 2024, put the work in a little bit harder on what you believe can happen. And don't let anything get in your way. If you do that, look at your outcome. Look at your outcome. It's fucking amazing. It may not show up under tomorrow's sun, under next week's sun, but it's trying to show up in front of you, is what this is making me feel like. It also may have felt like it was never going to move or build or show triumph in the area you were hoping. I do feel like it is. I feel like it's gonna start balancing. I saw the balance card, and then I look down, and I say it, and I look down, and it's the card in front of me. All right, here we go. It's gonna bring balance. You're gonna get balance. It just feels like it's been taking forever. Emotionally, I feel like you've been sick of it not showing up, or feeling like the fact that, so it's like you want it to show up is what it's telling me, but you're okay with what's happened. You're okay with it. This tells me Eight of Cups reverse. You're okay with it. You're not trying to overthink it anymore. You've cleared the process. What have you done? You've moved on. You may have dealt with a situation where you were lying about believing that. I hope you're out of this part of it. Whoever this is for, I hope you're out of this part of it. The Magician, the Moon, and the Star. Temperance. You may either still be learning how to contain a situation. I feel the need with the Strength card reversed to say, what are you letting fear be in the way? Fear slows down intuition. Fear slows down progress. If you fear it, it's because you tell yourself you should fear something. Fear is an illusion. And I feel like you got to be very careful of that. That lets me know that you either fear the outcome, or you believe you see the desired outcome you won't get, so you have fearful thoughts, or you think more, how is the word, you think more, you're thinking more pessimistic than optimistic about the outcome. And whether you recognize it or not, if you do that, you won't get it right. The more you initiate what you want, speak it, pronounce it, believe it's available to you, the better option you have to get to attain it, or for it to show up in front of you. Eight of Swords. And don't overthink the situation. Just try it. Two of Coins and the Eight of Coins. It's about putting in the work, or seeing that, you know what, all along you should have been doing it. You should have been doing it. So you may have to step up in 2024. I feel like you're going to have to step up. Step your game up a little bit. Oh, trust a little bit more too. Trust. I feel like that's the decision you've been trying to work on or been ignoring. Cancer. I feel like that's what you can no longer ignore. You got to open up the faith. If you don't, you're going to wonder why things didn't play out. And this is the I told you so card. This is the know all be all card. And having the right perspective of a situation. Do you want to attain this, or do you just want to pretend like it's not important? It looks like you want it. You also may be focused on health and money keep showing up for you. Health, money, and you got health, money, and potentially fixing a love burden that really upsets you. There's some kind of love burden that really upsets you. Is what it tells me. There's something that happened between you and another. It upsets you. Keep it to yourself, or you keep it close to your chest. The feeling, something about your feelings with it, and you do want balance with it. It says, but Five of Swords reversed, and it's balancing on the opposite. You got to put the work in. That's your reading. It's telling me, so there's something you want fixed, or something you feel cut free away from, or that you miss. It's a missing energy. This is a missing energy. But the problem is, for you to get balance, somebody's got to step their game up and put the work in. It's not just going to do it on its own. You know what I'm saying? So it's either you have to be the person that you have to wear the bigger shoes, put on the big boy shoes, the big girl shoes, and handle the situation and do what you can with it. Let the outcome be what it's going to be. Sometimes in life we forget how valuable or important it is. No matter if it hurts us or it makes us feel a certain way, but planting the seed is everything. If I plant a seed in your mind today, it may show up something for you later in life that makes sense. If you do that for me, it may do the same thing. And it all started because you were willing to plant the seed. And I feel like that is the crucial part of what I was picking up on Cancer's reading with these cards. We'll go to the other ones for you. You got to plant that seed, Cancer. I feel like you're holding on to a feeling. I feel like you're really wanting to focus on your health, your career, and a mending of hearts. And you know that's the right thing to do. And you know that's the right thing to do. I'm going to say, and you know it's the right thing to do. I feel this like almost makes my throat chakra want to shut. Like you know it needs to be done or it's the right thing to do. The only thing that could stop you from doing something of the sort is hurt, fear, worry, doubt. Sometimes I believe it is better. I would rather tell somebody how it is or how I feel about a situation and find out they don't feel the same way or find out they don't respond and know I did the right thing and walk away. And then one day, if it adjusts itself, it does because I did the right thing. Sometimes it's very true that the right thing is harder to do than the wrong thing. It's easy to do the wrong thing or think that doing the wrong thing is the right thing, and we forget that all too easily. That's what I got. Now we'll go to the other cards. I hope you could follow that. That was kind of like a lot of words. All right, here we go. Red Bull. Hey, Amy. Sometimes it's hard to do that. You know, sometimes it's hard. Very, very hard. Here we go. Cancer. Nine of Cups in the world. I feel a lot of you from now to next year, Cancer, are going to be looking for what makes you happy. Which is Nine of Pentacles. I feel a lot of you are going to be going after more of your work, figuring out what is right, but also not wanting to carry along with anything that's stressful. You're not going to want things to hold you back that you've already dealt with. I feel like you'll cut free of that completely. If you haven't, or if you tell yourself you have, but you really haven't, you're not going to let things get to you all that bad next year. I don't feel like you. So I feel like you're learning not to worry or feel upset with situations. I feel like 2023 was a big rude awakening for Cancer. But it doesn't stop them from knowing maybe I should do the right thing, move on from it so I can look back, even if it does upset me for that glimpse of a time, and just remind myself, well, at least I did my part. At least I, said and did what I should have said or took back what I did wrong. At least I manned up, womaned up, whatever the deal. But as far as a love situation, if you went through one that was really back and forth, or it felt like they were playing with your feelings, I think you made a decision to move away from that. You could be a man or you could be a woman, but it looks like a man. You may have been in a situation where somebody was fucking with your feelings, and I don't feel like you're letting that get to you anymore. You might have seen the deception for what it is. Ten of Swords, reversed. You've put it down. You recognize this is not going to happen. I once thought there was something here. I was waiting to open up communication, but I had to see the judgment for what it was, and you left me high and dry, or you treated me like, basically, you left me freezing, alone, sad, upset. They may have left you through many different emotions. It just wasn't the right fit, that's all. And you were meant to carry on with new options. Just figure out the options that are going to work. It might have even stressed you out so much that you didn't want to work with options for a while, for whoever that's for. You might have said, F that, I'm going to become patient. And I feel like it was patient on yourself or with career or how you emotionally felt about it. It does feel like career and health, though, are important. You also may have felt like a career wasn't treating you right. Somebody out there may have felt like a career wasn't treating them right. King of Swords, whether it's a woman or a man. The Page of Swords. I feel like you were aware of it and you got tired of it. Fool. There might have been gossip. Something about gossip at a career or people not liking the fact that you might, if you were always, something about if you were, this isn't in the term, I'm just feeling this. If you were always at the fucking job, that's probably why they were talking. It couldn't make sense of, doesn't this person do something else? Like other people may have been upset with you. I feel like other people were upset with you because of their own love situations, them being unhappy themselves. So it was easier to pass the buck or throw the dagger, kind of energy towards you. 10 of Pentacles. I don't feel like you want to be bothered by anything like that. Continue to manifest, being structurally the boss, becoming intuitive and very precise with clarity and judgment calls. And that's for my lovely Cancers. That's the reading I have for you. Don't let the fear and anxiety get to you. It's time to get balance of that. And I think that's what you're going after. 2 of Pentacles next year. That's what I see for Cancer. I actually really love how your reading like just ended. Like it was, I think this part, this is what you've been through. This is where your power's at. Cool. All right. Next. Here we go. Who are we on? Was that going in order? Yes. So that would be Scorpio. Scorpio. And we'll do fire signs in reverse. All right. You're welcome. Here we go. Scorpio. What's the message? What's coming up for Scorpio? What do we got for Scorpio? What do we got for Scorpio? The Sun in reverse. Scorpio doesn't, you give me this awkward energy. It's not awkward, it's just awkward the way the cards make me feel. It's awkward that I would put it together like this because I just for a quick glance, I just don't see you unbothered. I'm going to see unbothered energy on you. You have very unbothered work ethic energy. I saw the Sun in reverse, 2 other cards, and I just feel like you do not want to be bothered. No games. No games. You're not letting anything sidetrack you. Whatever that's about. I just get this. You kind of have tunnel vision, I think, towards career or work. Something that means a lot to you, the Empress. There's something that means a lot to you. I feel like you're really focused on it. The drive feels very strong. I'm over it. Bottom of the deck. Look at this. Bottom of the deck. Your drive towards the stability of a situation feels super powerful. Like you're not letting anything interrupt this building. I'm done. This is so simple. All right, here we go. Put in the work. I'm over it. You've already made the decision. Here we go. Oh my God. Your energy came through like a fucking bat out of hell on me. Here we go. Trust it. Trust it. And even if it's been a struggle or it was a struggle, you're supposed to trust it and just run with it. That's the simple answer for me to tell you. So the only thing I get out of your reading is there's something you want to be successful with. If you put the work in for it, you're going to get it. Or you're going to get more of it than you. It may be something that most people would tell you, oh, that's never going to happen. Or they would be very negative about it. Fuck what people say. Do what's good for you and run with it. I feel like any negative thinking, you need to cut that away and just continue to play with what you want. Continue to establish growth towards it. Continue to view it like it's already yours, like she's doing. Okay, let's go. Show me something for Scorpio, please. Ooh, it may make you look pretty. People might fancy how you look, my dear Scorpio. People may like how you look. I just get this energy where it's like you're doing something, you're doing it well, and it's gonna attract people. You, I don't think you want to deal with that though. No, I feel like it's you have the Sun card, and that was the card that kept showing me the Chariot. And okay, I feel like if anything tried to come in, like a party tried to come in, you wouldn't really want to invest in something because you're putting too much investment inside of yourself. I feel like Scorpios are going to focus on investing in themselves and health. Those are the two things Scorpio's really mingling with. How do I stay successful? How do I grow my success, expand it? But how do I also not only grow my success, how do I stay in front of any health things that could arise or erupt? How do I stay ahead of that and not let it pull me down, pull me back? Scorpio, that's you. To not worry is your answer. Also, to recognize that what you're asking for is asking to. I feel like what you want to meet you halfway, you're meeting halfway, and it's going to meet you halfway. This may take several months, several years for some of you, but it looks good. It looks good. So the balance you're looking for, whether it's balancing out health situations, um, so I do get this. You'll have new connections, but I don't see you taking many risks with new connections. I feel like you're more focused on what's best for you right now. Really do. Seven of coins and the Emperor. I feel like you've learned from the past. I feel like the past has taught you sometimes it's better to do what's good for me and not worry about everything else. And I think it's made you more aware on. You might have seen who you can work with and who you can't. You might even feel like it's hard to trust somebody on a love front. It's almost like the success that shining off of you. It makes you harder to believe that they're trusting or around you for the right reasons. So if you do something where other people aspire to watch you, be like you, or wish they had a life like you, or they want to learn something from you, something like that kind of energy, whether it's the way you communicate, the stance, the stance that you're pronounced with, strong shoulders, strong look, maybe very strong etiquette with the way you type or write or speak. Very much could be the way you speak or the way you're viewed. Something about the way you're viewed. I feel like others are going to want the celebration and you're not going to want the sacrifice emotionally to worry about what they want. When it comes to communication, you may see some changes or you may start seeing something build slowly in love. That could pertain from, I'm going to tell you next year, after about 7 months of the year, you could start to see a love relationship uh, be be something that shows up readily available. Some of you, it's early in the year. I'm getting like I don't know, like not as early as January, maybe February, March, April. I'm going to tell you between February and April, or February and March, probably February and April. Some of you, that's when you have the opportunity of this love shit I see. Others of you, it's the end of the year. It's after the summer. It's definitely after like July. It's after the seventh month. I keep seeing the number seven, so it makes me feel I have to go past it. So maybe in the fall. If it's not right before the spring, it's after the fall kind of energy. The star, the manifestations. I don't see you worrying about the outcome of it or moving towards it or feeling like you're left behind. I just feel like you're very, very not worried about fending for yourself for a while. And you've made that your mind up. The mark is the mark kind of answer. What are you not lying about? You're not lying about what you want. You're seeing things for what you want. You have faith in reverse, temperance, the world, but then you have the 10 of Wands reverse, the 7 of Swords, not wanting to stress out about love, the 8 of Wands to the 9 of Swords. Every time you try to reinvest or think about wanting to be in a love situation, you come off this energy like I don't have time to play with it. Like I just emotionally I feel like it's not as exciting as you being the king of coins, basically handling your business. I don't feel like you want to be stuck to love. I feel like you're gonna stay stuck to health and finance more than anything. And I think you are very, very sure on knowing that that's what you want right now. I feel like you know that. It's not love. Every time I draw love on your energy, this is lust. King of Wands is definitely lust, sex. Lovers reversed, Six of Wands reversed. It isn't a love situation I see that's surfacing for you or getting to you. It's you moving into a stronger ground or reality or concept of what you really want. Balance. So you're in a very, very, very powerful learning phase, is what it's telling me, of your life. So there's a lot you're going to learn by being on your own or doing things on your own. There's a lot you're going to see. There was another sign that I don't remember who I said, but there's another sign where they're going to go through like a great transition, spiritual transition. I feel like you do that because you stay away from everything. I feel like, as oddly enough, I don't know why I'm saying it this way, but I feel like you staying away from other people, it helps you see more clear. It helps you tap in more spiritually. You fending more on your own, being your own, you know, being your own best advocate, kind of. And I see it working in your favor very well. I don't know why, but that's how I'm seeing the visions I'm getting for you. Anyway, anywho, let's go. Anything else for Scorpio? Trust yourself. I'm telling you. And if you're trying to be that person for yourself, be that person for yourself. One split of the deck, and you've got a high priestess, trusting yourself and being the boss that you need to be. Conquering, I feel like you're conquering thyself. And the only way you're going to get there is if you continue to do what you've been doing for yourself and not letting other people put their 2 cents in. It's a very gradual process I see for you. Like, it starts to take off, then it's gone for a couple of months and you're enjoying what you're doing. Then the spiritual part kicks back in, starts ramping back up. It comes on and it goes off. It's almost like a light switch. Every couple of months it's strong, and it goes away. Then it comes on and it goes away. And I just saw an orb fly by my head as I'm telling you that. Did anybody catch that orb up here? There's no dust in here, so that's definitely probably an orb. Anybody see that, or was that just me? Anyways, let's keep going. I never catch them, but you guys usually catch them. The 9 of Wands and the 4 of Cups. So whatever's caused you anxiety, fear, or regret, I don't feel like it's going to be what you let bother you. You're not. You've got the Queen of Pentacles energy. You're very boss-like oriented. I feel like you're going to get a lot of spiritual wisdom from now into 2024. And you're going to get a lot of money's going to come to you a lot easier than it typically would. I feel like money just, like, you don't have to work as hard. But if you put work towards it, it shows up that much easier than it normally would, whatever that's about. I'm over it. The stability situation is going to increase. All right? One shuffle, and there it is. You're manifesting that power, that source energy. You could feel like you've been at a distance with seeing either money or love take off for too long. Well, I feel like one started to take off for you. And it does feel like it feels more like an independent knowing or caring about yourself more than anything, not letting things get in your happiness. If they move towards you, you're like, if it happens, it happens, but it's not going to damn me on my career. That's what I'm seeing for you. You're very, very, that's what you're playing with. Ace of Pentacles, your future, the balance of, basically, you also could be in the spotlight or wanting, I was saying something about you wanting to be seen or being seen. That man's on stage. So there's something you could be doing that kind of, you putting a lot of work in. And if you don't do something like that, whatever you put work into spiritually, I feel like they're going to help it blossom or bring back good game. What is it? You're going to learn a lot, I feel like, next year. And a lot of it may be how to learn more about I feel like you become more fearless next year with what this just showed me. I feel like next year you learn how not to let things get to you and how to become more fearless. 2 of Wands, you make that decision. I just feel like that's what you're doing. The Page of Wands. You may shut down anything that gets in the excitement of your happiness too. Seven of Pentacles reversed, the Tower. You're very much about change, but if it comes in at you wrong, you'll emotionally shut down. Five of Wands, Six of Cups, or make it part of your past. It'll be part of your past before it could stick around and be a big part of your present. And I feel like you're definitely gonna be very fearless next year. I feel like if there's fears that you identify with, you'll strengthen them. If there's fears, this is the part I like. If there's fears you don't identify with, and the tarot can't tell me this. This is me psychically talking to you. I feel like there's gonna be fears you don't identify with out loud, that as time goes on, you just surpass them. So the things you don't recognize that stop you from gaining the next big egg or part of spiritualism, I do get this energy where it just happens. The cool part to me is once you get to the point where it happens, not only do you see it, but then you have to try to figure out why it happened, because that's when it gets mind-boggling. Okay, that's what I have for Scorpio. All right, who we at? Who there? Pisces. Pisces. It's a long reading, guys. But I haven't been here in like a month, so it is what it is. Thank you for being here. All right, here we go. I definitely saw the orb. I thought I was seeing things. Let me put that on the screen. We'll leave that up there for a little while. And if you're wondering, we're on Pisces. Pisces. Yeah. It's 12:12, by the way. I just happened to look down at the clock. It's 12:12. Darn Pisces. High Priestess, baby. I love that. My lighting kills you guys. You guys can't see it. How can I fix that? I can't. I can do this, though. That'll help a little bit. Let's do that. That's better. Maybe it'll help a little. Here we go. Pisces. Here we go. Pisces. What's coming in? Ooh! We'll give them to you. You want to jump out, slap me in the hand? 5, not trying to be bothered. The Moon, that's you. Are you not trying to be bothered there, Pisces? The World. And with investing. Some of you are trying to pick the right investment or make sure you're making the right call with something. Some of you might have also felt shaky or ungrounded with a air sign or a fire sign. What the hell is this? Here we go, Pisces. Let's go. Clarify the 2 of coins in reverse for Pisces. I want to do it. Okay. You're not trying to be bothered. You've made the decision not to be bothered. You've let the past be what it is. I feel like you're more focused on what's going to happen in the future, or wanting to. Some of you, the message is you're not trapped in the past. I think you were hindered by it or upset by it for a while. You've released it, but now I feel like you're curious about what's going to happen in the future, or if the next direction is the right direction or course of action, whatever that's about. That's cool. Let's keep going. I just get this. I feel like, all right, so let me show you. The 5 of Swords reversed with the Moon card. So you definitely know that you're aware, or you're not going to get upset with situations that you shouldn't get upset with. I think if I shut this thing or turn this that way, it might help. That might help a little bit. Yeah. What one is fucking? Why does it do that? All right. Maybe I just back them off. All right. So the world and the 10 of coins. I feel like you're trying to be very careful with what you do next or who you trust or what you trust going forward. That's what this makes me feel like. Like you really want to be careful with trust before you move forward with situations. The five to the queen to the ace. You may have felt like I just heard it. Like there could be a woman out there, whether it was an air sign, fire sign you dealt with, and you're a Pisces, air sign, fire sign, maybe earth sign, where you felt like he played me. Somebody, I heard the words "he played me." Somebody may feel like he played me. Ugh. And now I don't feel like you're letting that get the best of you. I feel like you're like, no, if you were defenseful, I don't think you are anymore. If you were in your head about it, I don't think you are anymore. Two of Swords reversed. I think you've made the decision to see it for what it is, kind of shrug it off your shoulders, kind of energy. The Four of Wands to the Six of Wands, though, that tells me you wanting to see celebrations and victories happen. I think you want to see celebrations and victories happen as well. Okay. Ooh, I started with the other tarot deck. I guess it's time. Page of Cups. So emotionally, you may feel cut off, or you may also feel like I get this energy. You may have had to cut your emotions away from. It could have been any sign, but I see air, fire, maybe earth, even water. But strong in your reading is fire, air. Fire and air are the strongest. Um, Page of Cups, King of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles. To get these out of the way because I picked up the other deck and started. I'm gonna run with it. There's a reason I picked that up. All right, let's go. Let's see why I did that. Let's see what comes out. I'm just gonna continue your reading with this deck. Page of Cups reversed, King of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles. It's almost like you know that you had no choice but to make a decision to emotionally cut free of a situation. King of Pentacles to the Three of Pentacles. Trust on what you need to build on towards and what isn't worth the investment. Seven of Cups reversed, Three of Cups. You went. It's telling me for some of you, you went back and forth on this a lot. Not a little bit, not a tiny bit, not a fragment, a lot of it. Like you did this multiple times. In other words, you put more faith or trust in a person or a situation than was deserving of. That's okay. We're human. If you went through this and did that, that happens. We're human. Not everybody is. It's not easy to cut free of things that we think we want to have. I feel like the moon is your card, and I feel like you recognized you were better off on your lonesome or building in a brand new direction with the Three of Pentacles on top of that. But the King of Swords with the Page of Swords reversed tells me you had to let go of something. I do think that whatever you let go of, you were very fond of. You were holding on tightly to it. You really wanted this. But what happened? You just said, I've got to release this. You know, something, maybe it was like you were trying to take swings at it, or you were hoping it would take swings at you. But it was like nothing. I just get nothing was changing. And because nothing was changing, it showed you had to leave. It was causing too much anxiety. Or it was making you, I feel like if it wasn't causing you anxiety, it was making you wonder too much what the fuck is really going on. And that's not a good thing. You know, like who wants to go through that? Like have to worry what's really going on kind of energy. Next. Ace of, I feel like my message for you, my powerful message for you is look away from what's been done. Look away from what's been done. Three of Wands, what didn't in reverse, what didn't work in love. What didn't work in love, but this part's important. Focus on home and home. Just because something came to an ending or didn't work out in your favor or felt like a missed connection, because that's what it feels like to me, a missed connection, or you were treated missed properly, whatever the fuck that is. It's something about being you weren't treated right. And I get that, and I get that all over this. The thing I don't even care about that part. I care about this part. The Nine of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. Own and know your worth. So what about the relationship? Move towards the things that can bring you happiness that don't. Right now, I feel like your ticket isn't a relationship as much as it's moving forward with progress with money or making the right decisions. Something about needing to make the right decisions and stay on course. Not worry about the outcome down the road as much as you want. I feel like you've been doing that. I feel like the present time is what you got to focus on. I feel like that your stability right now is what you got to focus on. I feel like that helps you out of all that chaos that you've been put through. I feel like those daggers that might have been thrown at you, wrong judgments, it helps you clear your mind. It keeps you no longer stuck. You're not stuck. That's in the reverse. Is that in the reverse? No, that is not in the reverse. It clears your mind of what the person put you through, whether they were an air sign, fire sign, maybe earth sign. Page of Pentacles. I feel like the growth you're supposed to have is expanding and trusting in yourself and what you have to offer, what you can offer the world. There are other people that will want to entertain you in this manner or work with you on a solid foundation. The problem is, if it's just not showing up or it seems like it's not happening, it isn't about when things happen, in my opinion. It's about doing things that are good for you at the current time and not stressing while you do it and being strong enough to know that true love can find its way towards you, even if it's not showing up right now. Six of Wands, even if it's not showing up right now, like I just said, what it's doing is teaching you how to learn to love and prepare yourself for the right person who's going to do it right or put the right work into, like reading that book. I see you needing to really focus on family and home. And I feel like if you focus on family and home, then love shows up. I'm over it. I didn't even know I was holding that. I'm staring down at the Magician, the Knight of Wands, the Sun in reverse, the Queen of Pentacles upright, you moving in that direction. I feel like the message I'm supposed to tell Pisces, you focus on the little things in life that have the simple things in life. It brings in a love connection. Don't worry about this so much. Let love find you. And I think it's going to, but I think you're going to have to make the decision to go towards other things first. You do that and you realize it for what it is, then you're going to start to see one thing happen. You're going to get truth and clarity that just because it wasn't happening when you wanted, it doesn't mean it wasn't coming. It just means it was coming when you weren't looking for it. That's what I'm getting on you. Don't have any fear or anxiety either about what's been done or the lack of communication. The Wheel of Fortune. I feel the need to tell you, you may need to really put more practice into trusting yourself as well and the changes, allowing the changes happen. Let the changes happen and just put more trust in yourself or challenge yourself more. The Devil reverse, the Queen of Cups, the Five of Wands, the Two of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords, the Five of... So you're gonna need to challenge yourself more, not only on not worrying about a love situation, but knowing that putting your love first will bring in the correct connection. That's what I've got for Pisces. Okay, I feel like that is what you're gonna need to do, my dear Pisces. Alrighty. I mean, this may not pertain to all Pisces, but I'm going to say it because it's going to sit home with a lot of you. If you jump into a relationship and you do not heed my advice and that made sense to you, the relationship starts and stops before it goes anywhere. I say that now, and then in a year from now, you will not be with that person. You probably won't even feel like you're the same person as that person if you don't let that relationship go on for too long. But if you do, what did you really learn? Okay. That's the message I have. Okay. We're going to do fire signs in a second. Okay. Okay. Sagittarius. Okay. How many times have I said okay? Probably like 10. I don't even know. I'm super stuffy. Damn. Ugh. All right. right, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to do Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Is Jill the only standing member? Well, she's a member too, but she's the only standing. Nope, we got LZ fan in here. Chastity, I think. I don't know how long ago that is. I don't think my phone updates the chat. Wait. Okay, 12:25. So let's see what time it is. Sagittarius. What's the message of Sagittarius? Coming in. Sagittarius. So you've got the Ace of Swords. You have a lot of truth and clarity that you're seeing. Sagittarius is seeing a lot of truth and clarity. I like that. It keeps showing me that. And the best part is, I think you're connecting correctly to it. I think you're getting the right outcome or judgment out of the situation, which is good. Clarify it. We're going to shuffle more before we do that, though. Clarify that for Sagittarius. Those two, please. Oop, you wanted to come out. You came out. You're getting it. And you came out upright. Holy shit. You came flying out into my hand. Temperance. You're getting a lot of clarity, judgment. You might have went through a lot of harsh processes in life, but it seems like they don't want you to feel forgotten, whoever that's for. Somebody, your spirit guides are trying to make sure that you recognize the things that might have made you feel left out, or that you may not have entertained. Or I feel like you locked these out of yourself, locked it away. I feel like you might have went through a situation that upset you and stops you from moving forward, being happy, opening up to others. I think that's something Spirit's telling you. Congratulations, you've overcome it. In other words, if there was a test, I feel like the test for them was to see if you could do this on your own. They may have been helping you do it, and just awaiting the arrival for you to do something with it. So if you knew you were sitting back and not doing as much as you could, I feel like they're trying to spark interest inside of you to do more. I really feel that way too. Here we go. Been sitting still for too long. That's why Six of Swords is reversed. Emotionally knowing that you have been. Can't lie about it either. You got to take the risks that you need to take. Not worry about the burdens you've already dealt with. Start new communications. Page of Wands energy. I feel like you're opening the gates, starting to show self-love more, self-appreciation, self-awareness. Your reading is great. So it's telling me that you've kind of faced a lot of hard times in life, whether it's relationship bound, whether it's self-sacrificing, or feeling like apart from the crowd, not feeling like you need to be a part of the crowd. I feel like you did that for a while, but now I feel like it's time to become part of something. And something about you need to entertain more fulfillment is important for you. Start building up the fulfillment that you want. I don't feel like you stressed about having these victories either. I don't see that you did, and I do feel like it's in your favor at this time. Whether it's now or going into next year, it's in your favor. Strike the pan while the pan gets hot, or whatever that saying is. I feel like that's something you should be focused on, and that's the action you should pursue. Anytime you feel down, remember and remind yourself what you want and why you want it, and why it can be yours to put in your hand or get balanced with, or what makes sense of why it's good to try to work towards it. You may have had some nights where you had thoughts running through your mind. So you might have doubted a situation, is what this is telling me. I don't feel like you're doubting anymore. Or you might have felt emotionally closed off to love. Some of you felt emotionally closed off, or like the window of opportunity wasn't existent. That's only because we tell ourselves stuff. The Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Cups. To me, this is like a go get your wish fulfillment. Go out and embark on a new journey. Go entertain something. Maybe you'll entertain the right opportunity. Potentially you could. Sometimes it's seeing the wrong opportunity, or dealing with an opportunity that felt like the wrong opportunity, or seeing an opportunity that feels like a lost investment, recognizing it wasn't ever lost. We just chose not to see that it could be there in front of us and bring in happiness. You got strength and sun. I feel like you have the element of surprise around you, if you're willing to play with it. So if you're willing to get out there or do more, it'll probably show up for you. But you've got to do it. Not me. It isn't about me telling you. It's about you going after and getting the balance. It's about you having the knowing to do so. If you were not fighting for it, or it didn't feel like it was readily available, it was always at your disposal. It was always that secret treasure chest, whether it's a love situation that you frowned away from, or it felt like it frolicked away from you, or you felt like you were too young, too old, too unbothered to be bothered by it. Doesn't matter. The change is here. The change is here. The tower is here to show you what? Show me something. That you can manifest this. That you have the power to manifest it. The love always started with you, and it will end with you. Just because you might have been fending on your own for a while, and here's your card, King of Wands. Just because you may have been fending on your own for a while, or not building it or establishing it, all it did was transform you into emotionally accepting. It's time to move your feet and go towards it. It's time to trust the outcome. It's time to open the lines of communication. It's time to boss up. And I feel like this is healthy for you. It might have been hard to trust the faith. Might have been hard to trust the faith or spin the wheel. But like I said, it's already in your grasp or at your disposal. It's on your side. The magician is having the ability, the skills, the talents, the knowing to do all of this, or to own all of that. The only thing I feel you really need to focus on is going after it more. Because I do feel like you held back. The tarot says you held back. The world's reverse. The Page of Swords, you held back with communication or going forward with it. Emotionally, you kept to yourself. But now it's time to put the work in. And if you haven't, make the decision to. This is the reading I have for you. I feel like you stayed stagnant, kept to yourself. You didn't want to deal with anything toxic, especially after what you've already been established in the past. You didn't want to feel blindfolded or confused or hurt. Well, guess what? It's time to get your feet wet. I'm going to say it. It's time to get your feet wet and not overthink doing it. Just do it. It's probably healthy for you. It's probably what you want to create balance. You don't want to feel stuck, but the only way you won't feel stuck is if you move and you don't overthink the situation. You just do it. All right, we're going to move on to the other tarot for you. I gave you every card. I've only done that for about 3 or 4 signs. Not every card, not every sign got a full deck. But some did. Some got that one full, some got this one full. I have no idea which ones. I couldn't tell you. All right. Here we go. What do we have? Sagittarius. Show me the energy now into next year. Sagittarius. Now into next year, please. Work. Put the work and effort in. I want to go to the bottom, but I'm going to shuffle it and let it jump. You! I'm over this. It's telling me it's basically doing the same thing again. And it did that to me with you in the beginning of your reading, if you were paying attention to your reading. It's time for you to put the work and effort in. And you came up twice upright. And in the first part. And guess who's got to do this? You've got to do this. You've got to basically own it and not lie to yourself about being the boss or being the great achiever. Overcoming the things that may have hurt you in love situations, rattled your cage energy. Knight of Cups to the Four of Cups. That's somebody getting rattled emotionally. Queen of Pentacles, knowing it upset them, holding it in. Queen of Pentacles, let it go. Trust the process and trust that you're deserving to do more or gain more. The Hermit. I think you're aware of this, the Six of Swords, that you stayed stagnant for too long or that you felt like things weren't going to ever change. Knight of Pentacles, but it was because you weren't associating yourself with the change or ramping up to do it. You were kind of pushing it aside, is what it tells me with the Eight of Cups upright. The Fool, take the risk. Queen of Cups, emotionally open up or invest in brand new communications or trusting the process to open up the house of communication in general. That is probably something you've given a lot of thought to. King of Wands wanted to play with. Three of Wands, but didn't really go after. A lot of the reason people don't go after that or get the balance with a situation like that is because they were scorned, hurt, or they felt like what they wanted didn't want them or wasn't available or emotionally there for them. That's bullshit. It's always been there. The change is always there and on the table. And we have to learn from the past, accept our mistakes, and not fear where we're going. Let go of what has happened and build the foundation that's going to bring in the happiness that you desire. Even if it seems like it's been such a long time, or if you have an attitude where it's too late, stop thinking like that. Believe in something that you may not see coming around the corner. Don't stress about it. Entertain. I feel like you stressed about love or believing what to focus on. Do I focus on love? Do I focus on career? Some of you, maybe you're retired. I don't know. The Star card. Here we go. I just get this energy where you gave up. This is I gave up energy on love. You definitely gave up on love. Eight of Swords, and you know it. And it's time not to think like that. It's time to start moving in a direction that you have not moved towards. I'm going to tell you to move towards it with the Chariot. Eight of Pentacles, build in that direction. You'll be more happy. You'll become more happy, no matter the outcome. Because at the end of the day, you'll know you made the right choice, whether it shows up or it doesn't. All right? The Five of Pentacles to the World. This was you staying stagnant or stuck in a situation until you recognize, wait a damn minute, I can change the chapter, or I have the power not to be upset about feeling alone and to build the future I want. Ten of Pentacles, you also may be wondering if a career situation is ever going to come to fruition that's going to be very lucrative or helpful. The Ace of Cups, the Nine of Cups, the Queen of Swords, the King of Cups, the Four of Coins. And some of you, if you're in a relationship, could be wondering if the other person's ever going to put in the work and stop going career to career or job to job as well, is what it tells me. That's what I have for Sagittarius. Nothing wrong with giving things another chance or more time. Letting things happen, be what they are, I would say go for it. What do you got to lose? That's how I look at that. All right. Leo, I am tired. Your reading is probably going to be short as hell. I am getting tired. I'm not going to lie. What the hell time is it? It's almost 1 o'clock in the morning. Here we go. Leo. Ugh, so warm. I'm going to drink more of it, even with the weird facial expressions. Know that. Hopefully my other headphones are charged. I can't wait to listen to music after this. Leo. Here we go. Leo. Leo. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I love reading Leo. Queen of Swords. What do you want? And the Magician. One shuffy. Well, more than one, but still. Boom. Are you spinning the wheel? Spinning the wheel, huh? Are you taking a chance on yourself? Or on some? What are you taking a chance on? Clarify that for Leo. It looks like on yourself, especially if you're a female. Some of you Leo women, maybe men, but it looks like some of you Leo women might have had to say, you know something? I'm going to focus on the things that make me happy, not that cause me anxiety, not that knock me down or make me feel like I'm staying stuck. I feel like you're emotionally changing, rapidly changing emotionally too. Yeah, it could have a lot to do with things that made you feel stuck. Some of you, it's a financial thing. It's finances or attaining the career position you want. Something like that. Some of you, so Leo, you could be a Leo woman that wants to have the career working out very well. Even if it's been going well, why do I get this energy like you feel like it could go better? But then I also get this energy like you want to entertain. Haha. Woohoo. King of Wands energy. Love energy. Like you want some love in your life. And who wants some love in their life? You. So this is for the single Leo. If it just feels like it's hasn't been showing up, the King of Cups reversed, and stability. Your stability may be the thing you've been focused on, is the victories that you can have with stability. But it tells me you want love too. Your reading's very simple. That like I'll take the stability I can get, but I want love too, and I don't like the stability I have. I want more, but I don't want any toxic chaos with this either. Clarify the double reverse for Leo. You may be sick and tired of toxicity or just dealing with stupidity, stupid shit. I feel like anytime that comes in and tries to throw you off balance, you're saying no. Some of you also, when it comes to love, you want to strengthen bonds with it, or you're looking forward to having the emotional connection. You're not letting it get the best of you, but I do get this missing energy. I do get this missing energy on you that you miss it. That you miss, like, I don't mean like a good sex, but you may miss like some good sex. Who doesn't miss some good fucking sex? Of course, you may miss some good sex. But what I mean is you miss the fun of a relationship. And I feel like you're working towards manifesting towards that to come back towards you. Or some of you could just be manifesting a good time. It says judgment and clarity. Clarify that. You could also be putting a lot of work into yourself and needing to be a little more patient on yourself or the surroundings around you. That actually resonates with me because it's been getting under my fucking skin. 6 and 5 to the Knight of Wands, to the Ace of Coins, to the 4. You may cut free of anything that you know is deceitful, foolish, Knight of Swords, or the wrong direction because it's in the reverse. Knight of Wands. This tells me you could be in a mindset where I'm tired of dealing with the same bullshit over and over again. Some of you, it is strictly in a love setting. Others of you, it may just be with when it comes to emotionally opening up or finding happiness, feeling like it goes to chaos or runs to shambles, or there's too much confusion. I feel like Leo is trying to say no, that needs to stop. That needs to be part of the past and stay in the past. And I do think you know that. Why do I feel like you've been struggling with balance, though, with it? Maybe because people have a hard time learning from the past. People have a hard time illustrating how to listen. I feel like you're just saying goodbye to things of that. If people don't listen or value the love or the opinion that you have to offer, I don't think you give a fuck. Emotionally, I feel like you've said, you know what, fuck that. You'll have to learn the hard way. I had to do it. I was once a child. I once thought childish, acted childish. Well, I made the decision not to let things get me stuck. I'm too busy at work. I'm too busy with my awareness on situation. You may have to be careful with your awareness. Oh, as I said, that the card I drop after is the High Priestess. Be careful with what you understand and what you know and how to go after balance with it. It's going to be very important. Stay grounded, but also you may be fantasizing a little bit about the next good victory or lay, is what it tells me. I think it's a little bit of both. A little a little focused on wanting some good sex in your life, but at the same time, wanting it to be something serious, um, something with strong roots kind of energy, something to actually be worth the investment. And I feel like if things don't listen to the investments or agree with you on the way you want to invest, you're not going to be anybody's pigeon. You're not going to be anybody's piggy. You're just going to be like, get the hell out of here. And you're going to trust the awareness that you know about. That's probably the smartest thing for you to do at this time. Don't let things get to you. Don't let them get to you. And if they do get to you, just know that it's only meant to get to you for a quick second. Come in and come right out. Like let it happen. Let it come in. Let it go out faster than lightning can strike the sky to the ground kind of energy. Let's go to the other cards for you. I should probably work on that part because I am not gonna lie. There have been a lot of shit that frustrates me that shouldn't be frustrating me, but it frustrates me because it comes down to people in today's times. They just don't give a shit. Everybody thinks they've got the right fucking answer or runs around kind of bow-legged or thinks that they can hide behind what they think is correct. And it's like the way you view things, it's like sometimes it's manipulation. It can be viewed that way. Sometimes it's just it's power corruption, and it's sickening, especially if you can see it for what it is. I'm good at reading something when I'm close to it or far away from it. So that gives me a little bit of an advantage that doesn't feel like an advantage. It actually feels like chaos. I can't stand that shit. But that's why I said that part. Anywho, let's keep going. I've learned that, and I haven't liked that. But it is what it is. Let's keep going. The Magician and victories. I think you're going to be very careful as you move ahead on working with things that make sense. Anything else? There's two. You're going to be on the go. Page of Swords. And you may have to cut any thinking or any negative thinking. Definitely any negative thinking. Look at the next card. 8 of Swords reverse. Cut any negative thinking or any fighting. I'm over this. 5 of Wands. Look at 5 of Wands, 5 of Swords. Any fighting or conflicts, you may have to say fuck you, fuck the fuck off, and let it learn on its own. Some of you are learning to love yourselves or figuring out that that's what's best. 7 of Wands. I feel like you want to stay out of a chaotic nature, but I feel like chaos just keeps wanting to just show up at your door like a bag filled with a pile of shit that's lit on fire. Something like that. The Star card is reversed. That tells me an ex may try to. You may have somebody that an ex that thinks about you or wants you to come towards them. The Fool is reversed. They also may feel like you don't listen. You may have an ex that feels like that you want to come towards them. So, and I feel this is one of those things where I feel like people put shit in their mind what's best or think they can tell you what's best and they're fucking way off. Way the fuck off. And that's what's been annoying the fuck out of me. And I feel like you got to move away from that energy. King of Wands energy with the Knight of Swords energy. I feel like you're going to start playing with your thoughts more. You're going to start cutting free of anything that you recognize that isn't worth your fucking time. You will not communicate with it. Sometimes you'll recognize. So I just get like you're not going to want to waste your time or energy. The Hermit. You might have to do a lot of research with the High Priestess, with trusting yourself and emotionally not being available for things that just upset you or get in the way of the things you want to harvest. The King of Pentacles. Don't stress about them. Don't stress about it. You may have to learn how to be a little more patient when it comes to finding that right love connection while you're establishing a great responsibility or more money. And who's doing that, Leo? You're going to do that. So from now to next year, I think you're going to have to focus on letting go of a lot of nonsense shit that gets thrown at you. But at the same time, you're going to focus more on Pentacles than anything, yourself, and then worry about love. Or it's a matter of while you're focusing and reconditioning yourself with a career situation, whether you jump from one career to another, you take on a second career, or you take on more than you should, because you could be doing that too. But this thing I'm seeing is love will show up when it's meant. Knight of Cups and the Wheel and Tower. I'm over it. That's your reading, Leo. So love will show up when it's meant to show up for you. There's no rushing that situation for Leo. I would tell you, don't waste your time. And when it's meant to show up, it will show up. Okay. Let me see if there's anything else I want to say to Leo. Let's shuffle a little more. Just make that decision. Three of Pentacles. I think you've already done it, and I think you're already on par. Three of Pentacles. You have the Three of Wands and the Three of Pentacles. I thought the first one was the Three of Pentacles. It was opposite. Why is the Five of Pentacles here? Go to the bottom. Because things that made you feel like you have to cut free of them or upset you, don't emotionally open up or invest in it. The Empress, move away from it, because the Empress is in reverse. Six of Cups is followed by that. Things that upset you more than excite you, keep it behind you. Let it learn its own fucking battles or problems. You keep building or climbing the ladder, Leo. That's your message for me. I think it's a lot wiser for you to keep climbing the ladder. Don't let things get in the way of what you need to do. Nine of Swords. Don't let your thoughts get the best of you either. And just be focused on the awareness that you have to offer, or that Spirit has to offer you. This is the message I have for Leo. Your stability is going to be on the forerunning. It's going to be the big part. I feel like you celebrate with career and independence, and then love starts, the communication of love starts showing up while you're very fiercely independent. I'm over it. Love. I'm over it. Love. I'm over it. Look at Queen of Wands is Leo. That's how it's going to go down, Leo. I'm good. You're good. We're done. Haha. All right. To Aries. That one was fun. Jesus. Aries. Where are you at, Aries? Okay, finally made it through. Did I do fire, air, earth, and water? I hope I did. Man, this has been like watching the Titanic. Thank you guys for making it this long. I appreciate it more than you know, more than you may realize. All right, Aries. I love saying Aries like the Aries. I might start making signatures for signs. Leo will be Leo, or Leo. I already go Leo. Aries. I don't know what I'll do for Pisces. We'll figure it out as we do it. Here we go. Here we go. What do we got for the zodiac sign of Aries? What's coming in? Show me something, Spirit, for Aries. Trying to let go of emotional confusion. What the fuck is going on with you? What's wrong with you? I'm over it. There's a baby, and there's the confusion. But it was a different emotional sign. Maybe you dealt with a water sign or an air sign, some shit like that. Any other sign you want to show up for Aries? Any other sign you want to show me? Any other sign? Maybe a fire sign, bitch. Here we go. Here we go. Aries. The sun. Maybe a fucking Leo. Who knows? Oh, Gemini. Gemini. Strength. Could have dealt with a Leo. 10 of Cups. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Did you deal with another Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius? 10 of Cups. Did you invite one to your home? Did one show up at your door? What the fuck happened here? Or was it a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio? You tell me, bitch. The Hermit reversed and the Sun card. Shit. Did you do something? Did somebody tickle your fancy? Somebody make you smile? Stop lying to yourself about opening up with communication, or do you know that's what you're supposed to work on? Let me work on it. Let me stop overthinking, not building. Fuck, I hate my past. It emotionally sucks. I don't know. Maybe that's what happened. I told you I'm getting tired. All right, so the 7 of coins and the 5 of cups to the King of Cups. You might have had a celebration or something came in and went out. You might have started focusing more on career. You also may be wondering where you're going to put your money or what to invest in. Something about investment on the bottom row. Like Are you trying to spend your money? One shuffle. Money. And I felt that. So are you trying to spend money, or did you spend money? Or are you about to make a big purchase? Because it fucking looks like it, Aries. The Knight of Cups and the Death card. The Magician reverse. Don't lie about what you're feeling. You're being stubborn about how you feel about a situation. And it says you are, through like thick and thin through your teeth. The Hangman reverse, the 10 of coins, and the 8 of coins. You're also maybe like stuck on a decision financially. What to do, where to go. Justice. And if you're not there yet, you will be in 2024. That's your inside out message. If that hasn't come up yet, there's some financial thing you may, whether it's buying a car, buying a home, buying a property, and some kind of investment. And it feels like it's the end of this year, or within the first, I'm going to say within the first 6 months of next year. It looks good. It looks like you make up your goddamn mind. It looks like it just takes a while for you to manifest it, or for you to figure out what to do, how to spend, what to buy. You're buying something. This message just makes me feel like you're buying something. The Devil reversed, 5 of Wands. You're also trying to stay away from anything that feels like a conflict, or that feels at a distance, or that you feel uncertain about. You're coming off very guarded. 3 of, when it pertains to love or trust. 3 to the Cups in reverse to the 10. It's like you don't want to be the wounded warrior. Page of Cups reversed, King of Swords. So you cut. You have a cutting energy, because you don't want confusion or chaos. Give me some clarification for Aries. What's going on? You're cutting. I'm done. I'm over your fucking shit. You're cutting. King of Swords reversed is you saying no or cutting things out. And now if you weren't cutting things out there, well, you are here. It's like you don't want to deal with the same old BS. And you know that. The Fool and the Past. And you feel like if you go backwards, or you do things you've already done, it's just going to add confusion or frustration, or maybe repeat itself. It's not going to show any change or any value. And I feel like you keep telling yourself this. Well, keep spinning the wheel. Keep spinning the wheel and keep getting the same result. The definition of madness is believing the same thing over and over again. It's not the complete definition of madness, but you get what I mean. So the 2 of Swords to the 8 of Cups to the 4 of Cups to the 9 of Cups. So it's like you have this very dreamy nature, or you have this very fulfilling, I want to have an emotional connection. But at the same time, I get that, Chariot, you've been playing too busy, or acting too busy for it to even be there, or feeling like it's not worth the time to invest in. 2 of Wands to the World. You're not investing in it. This tells me you may invest in other things. You may invest in, I feel like you're going to invest in property, or your money, or saving more money, something like that. You're definitely in an investment attitude from now into next year. But I don't feel like you're investing or running towards love. I don't feel like you're doing that. You're not playing with the other parties at all. You're holding back. You know you don't want to. You're trying not to hold back from one thing: love. You tell me you're not. You're full of shit. All right? And no. Well, I'm going to tell you, it's your card. No. Yeah. Yes. Okay. So let me tell you something. Maybe you should trust the awareness of the stability you already have, and go after the things that will make you happy. So this is a message where you're going to do very well financially, Aries, or you already are, but you don't trust love you don't trust love at all. I could shake a wet stick, tell you it's dry, and it is fucking dry, and you'd say that bitch is fucking soggy from one side to the other. And I'm like, motherfuckers, this shit's been sitting out in the sun for 10 hours. It's dry. And Aries sees a wet stick. That's it. Whatever the fuck that's about. All right, next for Aries. Give me something else. That sounded fucking nuts. Here we go. Probably made more sense than I fucking can imagine. I fucking want that one to make sense, because that one is like a what in the fuckity fuck. All right, here we go. Kit and caboodle. Here we go. What do we got? Aries. You're traveling. I don't know why I feel like you're going to be traveling. whether it's for business or pursuing something. Feel travel energy on that Page of Pentacles. It may not be right away. It's probably next year. The Six of Swords in reverse tells me it's delayed or it's coming up. It just hasn't shown up yet. King of Wands. What's going on with the King of Wands? King of Pentacles. Clarify that. So a lot of you are letting go of the way you treated the past too, which is healthy. Knight of Cups, reverse, that's good. The Wheel, Five of Cups, and the Tower. So a lot of you got sick and tired of holding on to the past and saying Two of Pentacles. And now you're wanting to play with a newfound either creativity or functions or fun, whatever that's about. Give me something else for Aries. Oh, it could be a new connection too. Whether you want to admit it or not, you want it. You want it. This tells me that even if you say you don't know what you want or you say you wanted to be alone, you're full of shit. I got an Aries. I'm reading an Aries that's full of shit. You talk. So there's an Aries that may feel they want to be alone, but honestly, they know they don't want to be on their own. I don't feel like you do. Page of Cups, Ace of Wands. You know that you may speak that you're better off alone, but really, you know what you want. I know you know what you want. You don't want the burdens of a situation, the Hermit, but then I've got the Three of Swords. It's like you don't want the chaos. You want the success, but you also want the happy home. I guarantee love shows up now. Here we go. Here we go. Show me something for Aries, please. Show me something for Aries, please. What's going on? Very, very independent from now into next year. Oh, you got a bunch that came out. Oh, very independent and trying to use your independence to brush under the rug the love that you may want or be hoping to find. The Sun. You're not happy. This is for the person that isn't happy in love or is single. They know they want love. I said it was coming and it showed up. There's the Ace of Cups. I knew that shit was coming. Magician. You have the talent, the skills, the ability to create that, but you're hindering the fact that it's available to you. You're blocking your own blessings is what your fucking reading's telling me. You know emotionally what you want, but you're not putting in the effort. I'm done. You're not putting in the effort. That's your fault, not mine. Let me tell you something. The more you sit back and think about it, the more you think about the great ride or having the passionate thing, the more you miss on an opportunity that should have been yours. The more you'll look back at a situation like, shit, it was my toxic traits that got in the way of my own happiness, my own victory. Six of Wands. Boom, Two of Wands. Make the decision to. Sometimes it's better to let go or to realize we're wrong. I hate that about situations where people don't want to believe. Some people have such a thing about. There's a difference with being wrong and understanding that you're wrong and accepting it, being wrong and pretending like it never happened or existed. And if you're doing that, or you can't own where you're wrong and when you're right, or you can't listen to what somebody else has to say, you ain't learning shit. I'm done. I'm over it. Three of Wands reverse. How are you growing? Five of Swords reverse. What did you learn? What did the conflict teach you? Did it teach you anything other than more anxiety or fear? No, because you should have learned how to communicate or expand. So the reading I'm getting is you weren't expanding outward enough. Eight of Swords. You were letting love situations be the end-all be-all or emotionally be the problem. You got to strengthen that area. That's the power of learning. Eight of Cups. You were being unbothered or ignoring it, thinking that could help balance out a situation or stop the confusion on what to grow towards. That was the wrong decision. I'm telling you, that was the wrong decision, and it's time to make the right decision. You're not willing to take a risk, and it could help you. It could mess you up, Aries, on making the wrong judgment call. And who's next to that? Who's next to that? Aries. So what I'm going to tell you is learn from your mistakes and move on. And I feel like that is your lesson. And I think if you do that, that is not only going to teach you self-love, it may help you find the next beautiful love interest, one that's actually willing to grow with you, establish a good connection with you, not make you wonder, not make you wonder what's going on, not make you feel the 10 of Wands energy or the 7 of Swords energy. Don't lie to yourself about what you've been through or what you feel. But at the same time that you do this, it's all about learning. The Hierophant's the last card in reverse. Sometimes the best way to learn about ourselves is to really look at where we screwed up. And I feel like Aries needs to really do that. I feel like Aries, yes, you can, and it's funny because you ended up on the bottom of the deck. I feel like, yes, woman or man, you can be the boss. You can be very good at what you do. But what I'm going to tell you is sometimes it's better to listen to somebody else, get their perspective, remember it, and then hone your own skills even more and take it with you and don't forget it. Leo has to do that. Sagittarius has to do that. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. That is the ticket. That is the deal. No free lunch. Okay. These are my readings. I hope you guys liked it. That was kind of hard, Aries, but hey, it is what it is. And I don't know why the fuck it came out like that, but it did. You know what I'm saying? Like, apparently somebody needs to put a little more reconditioning. And I don't mean like recondition your hair or condition your shit on the top of your head. Whether you have hair up on your head or your head's fucking bald. I'm just saying that's what it's showing me needs to be done. Is recondition, reanalyze. Also, give me anything else for Aries. I'll give you a little fucking little. I just want to see if you get anything else. You waited the longest, you get a third tarot deck. I got so friggin' many around me. That one kept falling. I don't really want to use that. We're going to use this one that's right in front of me. Give me a little bit more for Aries. Ooh, the awareness and the page of chalices. What do we got for Aries? Show me a little message for Aries before I go. What do we got for you? You just saw the Hermit, baby. Two of chalices, love. Eight of chalices in reverse and temperance. Some of you, you're being stubborn about love situations, is what it tells me. Two of wands. You're too stubborn and have made up your decision. Basically, let it fall apart before it started. Focus more on career than anything, is what it says. 10 of wands. Some of you may have struggled with the career, but now it looks like if you struggled in 2023 with career, you may start to pick up where it was starting to fall off in 2024. Some of you may not have had any struggles with career, but career's not making you happy because it's love on the left that you want. Knight of wands reversed. Queen of wands on the opposite side. Give me a couple more. Ace of wands. King of swords. The lovers reversed. The 5 of pentacles. The 6 of wands. And the 7 of swords. Somebody doesn't trust the outcome in love. There's an Aries that doesn't trust the outcome on love. It keeps showing up. Brand new fucking different tarot deck. And love is still reversed. Playing with something that makes them happy is still reversed. Ace of wands. It's like they want to have the excitement and fun, the lust part of it. But the King of swords, when it comes to love, they cut it out before it can start or get off the ground, or they don't give it a chance. 5 of pentacles tells me you put it out in the cold or it doesn't exist. You choose for it not to exist. With the 6 of wands, the victory. 7 of swords. That's negative thinking, whether you think you know what you're doing or not. I'm going to tell you, some of you, it's better. I can tell you what somebody else did wrong. I could come out here, and if I read you one-on-one, I could either read the energy of somebody around you, give it time, and you'll find out that that energy is really fucking accurate. Or while I do that, I could be reading the energy for you like that. Then after I do that for you, or read it for them and for you, a little bit into you as well, as I'm doing it for somebody else, because that's usually how I go about it, doesn't mean I can't do it for you, because of course I can. Do it for either party. Here's the thing. If I can do it for the other person for you, you should be learning how to do it for yourself. For yourself, to yourself. Trust me. I had to figure that part out for myself and look at a lot of my bullshit. And it was very helpful. You know? And it makes people have a really hard fucking time reading me for who I am or how I am. They can't. They struggle like a son of a bitch. Because I put that work in. So it doesn't make, and I don't open my energy up that easily. On purpose. Here we go. Thank you all. I've closed demonic portals, Kian. Just so you know. The guy sitting in front of you. I closed a demonic portal death card from the other side a couple months ago. Actually. Imagine that. Some pastors opened up a portal in my sister's house, thinking that they were letting in positive energy. They let in negative energy. She went to a psychic medium. The psychic medium said, let your brother fix it. He can probably fix it. Predicted how long it would take to predict it. I told them I would need one of them. That other psychic lady knew that. I looked at her and her husband, Sean, and said, Sean, it'll be 2 days. Before I even started, I was outside having a cigarette on the deck. I said, it'll be 2 days. It'll take me 2 days to get rid of this nasty fucking energy. And when it came to me in my bedroom, I looked at them dead in the eyes. It woke me up out of my sleep. I sat up and I said, I can tell you where it is right now in your house. And a lady had told me the same shit. Anyways, with that said, you all have a good night. I'm out of here. I will try to get back here way faster than 15 days. It's been a doozy. And I appreciate everybody that's been asking about me. I hope everybody else has been doing well. I'm going to get out of here. Have a great night. Thank you for your time. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you, Tasha. You all have a great night. Be safe. Be respectful. One love. I'm out. Good night. Bye.